your sacrifices.
Okay,
Sex puppet
so
just
we're
dropped.
just gonna say right now that Sam may be going to jail.
No, not yet. Not
No,
yet.
yeah.
Allegedly.
He has to
Allegedly.
do it first.
I
That
don't
is
know.
very
He's,
Okay.
okay, but he's a cis white man.
Yeah, he's not
Don't
going to
jump to
jail.
an insanity plea.
But-
We're fine.
But wait. He doesn't have a shit ton of money, and the person that he will be fisting
Fair,
does.
fair.
He is
Fair,
an attractive
fair,
white
fair.
male.
Damn.
He
And
might be
people
able to
hate the
convince
FDA.
the judge.
Yeah, he'll win by
Maybe
court of
if-
opinion, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Court of opinion.
Court of opinion.
You
Maybe
can
if
try
he
me in
starts
a
an
court of
OnlyFist,
opinion, I will always
then
be in
that's
the-
An
what
OnlyFist.
Wait, what was that? I missed that completely.
Only fist.
Only
Yeah, we're starting an
OnlyFist.
OnlyFist.
God,
I need this. I need this now.
I'd be in for an
no one
OnlyFist.
needs that. No one needs that at all. That's just you know.
I need it so that I know it exists, and it's
So I
not
know it
just a
exists.
figment of our. It's not just something that it lives in our mind.
anything that
I need
happens
to
here is
exist.
not a figment of anyone's imagination. Trust me.
No.
Well, except for kind of
Oh God,
part
Sam's
of it
putting on the
also
gloves.
all is.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. So the game we play is part of our imagination. Everything else that happens is just sheer raw terror being played out on the screen.
Really? Because I'm imagining Sam fisting the FDA.
In game. In game.
In-game.
That's how we're gonna
In-game,
get away with it.
in-game
It's all in
FDA.
game.
It's
how that would
literally-
work.
He finds
all
the admiral and he just
in-game.
fists like all the way to his shoulder. Just
Oh,
Fist
man.
them to death.
He's not watching
To
yet. We
death.
can tell him that.
Yeah.
I'll tell him that later.
Wait.
Don't
What kind
give
of
him
damage
ideas.
is that? Is it piercing? Is it bludgeoning?
it's
That
psychic.
depends. That
Yes.
depends if I've
I feel like, yeah, with Sam, it's always psychic. It's always psychic.
psychological damage.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dinner and a Game.
Hi.
I don't know what you guys signed up for, but you know, this is what you're getting.
Hello.
You know what you signed up for.
Hi.
Sam,
Pure
You did this for
chaos.
yourself.
So, welcome back, Lane. And first meme posted.
Already?
Already.
0
With the
seconds.
wrong thing.
God. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where we get together and we play games, and you guys get entertained. And half the time, three quarters of us should be in prison, but we're not because we're here entertaining you. So
That one.
Priorities.
priorities. Tonight it is our tonight it's Wednesday night, and Wednesday night means it is time for our Kingdoms of Mist D&D 5e campaign. We've been away for a bit. I apologize. I had health issues. Didn't die.
How dare
I
you be
decided
in the
to come back.
hospital, Ray, you bastard.
I just-
We are, however, glad you didn't die.
Yes.
Very
Oh
good.
my God.
Yeah,
I've heard,
oh yeah,
I've heard that
absolutely.
at least twice. So I'm
Ray,
think
if you die on me, I'll kill you.
I will resurrect you
Wait,
just to kill you.
I'm partially a necromancer. Let's go.
and partially
Yeah,
necromancer.
I'd play
Ray's gonna be
Necromancer
the
on a
next
different
Timmy.
show, so yes, I'm here for this.
I usually only play cleric,
Hey,
so I will bring
Kipwalker.
you back to life.
Yeah.
I usually only pick clicks.
I'll
Wait,
just-
hold on.
I'll just
No,
help
you can
you-
do
I'll
that
just
healing
help her
hand
kill
thing.
you.
You can do the wake up slap
Yeah,
followed by the night slap. Just wake up, go to sleep. Wake up, go to sleep.
So tonight's game is called, due to lack of reality fantasy borders. So I'm gonna
Wait,
take
we're
all
supposed to
these
have
people to
borders?
Really
therapy,
weird name.
and
What is
Never take me
D&D but
alive.
therapy?
Right?
No, D&D is not therapy
Not-
unless you're playing
not
with a therapist.
Yes. Not
I don't
actually.
know. I use
Oh,
it
I've
for
been doing it
therapy.
wrong. Oh no.
D&D is
How do you think I'm
cathartic.
working through my religious trauma?
D&D is
Let's not
cathartic.
talk
How
about
do you
religious
think I
trauma.
became a
Jesus.
girl?
D&D is where you trans your
Literally,
gender with
no.
your friends.
Oh, and we love to take this moment to welcome Air to our stream.
Yeah.
Yay!
We got a new girl boss.
We got a new girl boss, and we will now be using girl power to fly to the sky.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
So, no, that makes it officially even then. No. We're outnumbered now.
We're
We're
over
outnumbered
girls.
now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm here
we'd
for
be-
this.
We did it, ladies. We did it. We
I mean-
win.
I think I only count as half a girl.
So okay, but I
I
also
feel
counted
like
half
that's
the
so
girls,
biased.
so we
Wait,
evened
Wait, that
out.
makes us even.
Yeah, that makes
Oh,
okay. Well, that
yeah.
makes us even. Yeah, then
Thank
we're
you,
even.
Liz.
Wait.
We're also
Yeah.
days, so
Yeah,
we're
you're
over
right.
half
days,
girls.
yes.
Okay, now we're getting complicated.
by like biological,
What
I'm
percentage?
technically only half a girl.
Okay,
No,
but
no.
same, just in the other direction, so it evens out. It's fine. It's fine.
Why are we adding math into this?
What
had
percentage
everything.
female are you?
Look, I'm an engineer. I'm supposed to be adding the math. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you do that all day. You don't want to do it here.
You're right.
Yeah, you
Damn
told
straight
us
I
not to
don't.
make you do math anymore.
I don't
So you
believe in math. I'm
subtract the
gay.
chromosomes, carry the hormones, add the pronouns.
I will
Wait,
pump
where
as
did the
much
parentheses
I
go?
will- I will pump as much E as my body can handle.
Let's
Hold
go.
on. Hold on.
I'm sorry,
Back
I'm
up.
just gonna
Back
continue to
up.
laugh at Em in the background.
Literally, oh my god.
What is it?
What?
There you go. Now we're mostly girl. Now we're mostly girl.
Yay, we win.
Yeah, now we're mostly
Fix-
girls. We did
I
it.
think someone's in trouble. Someone's in trouble.
Oh no.
It's gonna be fine. He'll be
Milagros,
okay.
I don't know. I don't. You kind of lost me when you talked about a horse moaning. Beyond that, I have no idea.
What?
I was gonna say-
here's,
I missed that.
the
Look,
thing. So
when it-
technically,
When it comes
so
to
you can be intersex in all these different ways. So you gotta carry the chromosomes, subtract the hormones, you add the pronouns,
You see,
you
and that you
divide-
lost me.
you divide by the clothing style.
Yes.
You multiply by how other people think you come across.
If you pass.
I'm gonna need a spreadsheet of this shit.
no shit, a flow chart.
Yeah.
This
You
sounds like
multiply
no,
that
we're
by
not-
the
coefficient of the
These are
vibe.
That's gonna be the next flowchart.
That's gonna be
Okay,
the
but
next
where's
flow chart.
PEMDAS?
What's PEMDAS of gender?
What's the PEMDAS of gender?
As
Of
anyone-
identity.
If anyone cannot tell, I've
Oh.
completely lost control of this. It's off the
Wait, you had
rails.
control?
Did you
I
have
didn't know that was
you
a
had
rule.
control? When
I
did that
said
happen?
5 minutes. I
I'm
said
not
5
wearing a
minutes.
collar.
Also, that
today.
hydrate
Oh, we
wasn't
have
me.
a
I swear to
hydrate.
God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta hydrate.
Oh shit! No wonder Em wasn't
Wait.
there. She's been listening to us.
Just for Sam.
And
Oh,
by the
never
way,
mind.
You know, just for Sam. By the way, you guys, you don't ever have to worry about Sam, getting in trouble with Em. All he has to do is climb up the kitchen counter, and he's out of reach.
He's right.
Gremlin.
Oh no.
Damn.
Or just
She's
extend my
gonna
arm.
Damn.
Or just extend my arm.
Damn.
No, that's how you keep things away
Or
from
no,
her.
hold on.
Ray,
Hold
you're
on.
so
There is a
lucky
better
she's not
thing.
coming to
There is
Gen
a
Con.
I
better
know.
thing.
I'm taking advantage of it.
You will have no
There is a guaranteed
flexible
thing.
joints left.
There is a guaranteed thing that keeps me out of trouble every time.
What's
Kitties?
What?
What's
Oh
that?
god, no, Sam, no.
Oh my god.
Splinter Cell.
Oh my
She
god.
hates these things so much.
So help you.
So helpful.
Wow.
Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I'm fucking
No.
crying.
Hey, honey.
already.
Hey, honey.
Damn. Oh.
Oh god, that's
Oh
horrible.
my god. Oh
Ugh,
my
he
god.
does this all the time.
Or
She
you
has the
Trust me,
Uwu voice.
it has
I
been
have
a very
this.
long time.
Em come running in
Em,
the
kick-
room.
Burn him.
Oh, and I also have insurance.
Things are gonna start flying at him. Don't look away.
And that's why I carry this.
But we'll have to warn you when she's standing behind you.
Yeah.
No.
we're-
Through your
No.
eyes.
No.
He can't hear us. He has his AirPods in.
I was like, don't warn him, because then he could flinch and she could miss, and it could be more suffering for him. Just let her take it in one stroke and put him down. It's
Always
the
one
most
stroke.
humane way.
It always takes it in
I'm
one
putting the
stroke.
hammer
Always
between my
takes a
legs.
One stroke to put him
Liz.
down.
Oh
I'm
my
saying.
god, I can't say shit here.
Wow.
I'm done.
Is that
One
when
stroke
he
kill.
does
Chaos Gremlins.
explicit body part?
explicit body part?
It's only on the OnlyFans.
There's a
Oh.
no
No,
non-explicit
it's the only
body part
fist.
with you people.
Okay.
Only
Yeah.
fists.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Only fist.
Oh my god.
This
What
is gonna
happened?
get quoted.
Blame the
So
full
how
moon.
is- Stop
How is
talking.
this my life?
It's a full moon.
No. I'll tell you
Hold on.
exactly what happened. Y'all haven't
The chaos is
experienced
high.
it yet.
What?
Salmon monster?
I beg to
Monster.
differ.
You
I
have. You have.
Yeah,
No,
Liz
no,
has
the
a
rest of
distinct
y'all have.
advantage.
Well, Kathy has.
Sam, I'm 3 doubles in. I need you to match my energy.
I had a
Yeah.
shot of wine. I feel like we're getting there.
I can go have a quick shot of vodka.
Yes.
Oh,
This is a horrible idea. Don't
this
do
is
that.
all a horrible
Fantastic
idea.
What are you talking about?
All right.
When I start slurring my words, that's when it's a problem.
This is not a bully M day. No, Em, I love you. I never bully you.
No, we're bullying Sam on your behalf.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
We're bullying Sam
bullying
for
him
you.
for you.
We're good
Now-
friends.
Beat up Sam. Lots.
Now beat up
So
Sam
what's going to happen
emotionally
is
instead
the
of,
pirate ship's going to
mentally.
burn down mysteriously, right?
Oh my god.
Sudden arson.
Sudden arson.
Sudden
That's a different game. Arson is a different game.
Nope, we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. It's not okay.
No, let's not talk about it. Because I woke up to that at 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
That was not what I
So,
wanted at 3
ladies and
o'clock in the
gentlemen,
morning.
Phrasing.
yeah.
God damn
Welcome
it.
Perfect
to Dinner in the
setup.
game.
Too easy.
May your evening go better than mine's going to. Tonight we're playing D&D 5e, and we are playing in a campaign setting that I created a while ago for some friends who have since had to leave the game, but the setting's still here. So hey, we're going to continue going with it. We're playing a setting called Kingdoms of Mist, which
Wait, is that why
is
we made it?
I made it
What?
for Frank.
You're kidding.
Nope.
I didn't know that.
I made this
I didn't know that either.
I made this Frank. I made this entire thing for Frank and RJ.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Rip.
And then
No, I'm
Frank,
sad.
Frank had
I mean,
to get a job.
Alive.
and-
I don't know why I said rip. They're still alive.
Good job.
It's just
Yeah,
like-
Yeah, Frank
No
was
one
my
will.
fucking Sugash was my love interest.
Literally.
Aw.
Literally. Oh, it
Now
was
I feel
so
bad
sad.
for taking their place.
No,
Oh,
no, they
no,
left
no,
They had to
anyways.
leave. They had
We're
to
glad
leave.
I know they
Yeah.
did. I know they did.
We love
Liz taking vodka can only end well. I vote yes.
This is gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Look, as long as it doesn't go
Yeah.
full Coyote Ugly, we're good.
Where am I going to go full Coyote Ugly right now?
I want to see this.
Yeah, I kind of need
No,
to
that's
see
for
this.
Gen Con.
That's for Gen
Yes.
Con. Liz, are you going to Gen Con? I didn't think you could.
No, I can't do this year.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
okay. That's for next year's Gen Con.
Next year's
We're
Gen Con.
pre-planning next year.
No,
Here.
Yes.
we're live streaming and we're all drinking together.
We're
Ben
actually.
is throwing up.
Yes!
a
Hold
sword.
on, hold on. Better idea. Counter idea. Real shots, Red Dragon in.
That's
I'm down.
that's
Oh,
kind of a fun
oh.
game.
Yeah.
To do
So
with
down.
alcohol.
boy.
Someone's gonna die of alcohol poisoning because someone's always gonna get the shitty.
I mean,
head.
that's what the
Fine.
water and like the lighter shots of like we make sure not to mix light and dark, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It was
I
fine.
So,
When I
So-
ski patrolled, I outdrank the entire patrol of 50 people. I outdrank them all. I'm so down for this.
Bring it, bitch.
I gotta see that. Yo.
Ah,
God, I'm not holding everyone's hair back while they puke. I'm just gonna put your head.
it's
in a
okay. My
bucket.
hair's short.
I'm just gonna
That's
put your
true.
head in a
Hair's
bucket and
short.
leave you
It's
there.
fine.
That's
It's
it.
okay.
I'll bring
Supply
scrunchies.
buckets and lots of like bottled
words of
water. Here you
affirmation
go.
are
Here
nice
you
too.
go.
Cassie and Admiral are gonna end up staying at the B&B anyway because they're not gonna be able to drive anywhere.
Oh my gosh. Fucking watch. Well, we won't have a car anyway.
Oh, really?
Perfect. Then just stay
I
with us.
do
So
have
you're
a
gonna end
car
up
to
staying
take
at the
my
B&B
keys.
because no one's gonna be able to take you back to the hotel.
We're not gonna be able to afford Ubers.
I can't drive, so I can. I have a license, but I haven't touched a wheel in 2 years, so I can't.
Mila,
drive.
just carry me.
I don't
Right?
have a
All
license.
Perfect.
You're already up on me.
Oh,
Ladies and
I'm like
gentlemen, we're trying to
100
play a
pounds.
game, but we just can't.
yes.
This is what
We got
happens
like
when we
2
don't
minutes.
see each other for a week. This is what
Yeah.
happens.
I
I
know.
missed you guys.
We go
Missed
into
you guys.
withdrawal.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oof.
And I wasn't here to keep on logging into body doubling, so
Yeah.
I
you guys know
literally
you can
live
use
for
that, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Electric Circus. This is the chaos that we're bringing
I
tonight.
like that.
It's actually from a song by a band called Wasp from the fucking 80s, an old 80s hair band.
Sure is.
Oh, dope.
What?
I'm looking that up later.
But yes, we will go ahead and get started, I hope. We are playing
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. I'm
Alright.
going to turn off your mic.
I'm helping.
I
swear.
have control over the call. I can mute you.
Okay. I'll be good.
Not with that much alcohol in you, you won't.
Sorry, my guy came out. Wow, fuck.
My guy came out. That's the name of my band.
My God came out.
No.
Oh
It
my
deteriorated so fast. It was going so well. But so we're playing D&D for fuck's sake. And we're playing in Kingdoms of Mist, which is a setting loosely based on me wanting to be able to play with Treasure Planet. And basically, we are a bunch of heroes trying to save the goddess of this realm, who is known as the Mist Mother, who has somehow been rent asunder into separate pieces. Each piece seems to be some portion of her emotional states. And they have so far met the Night Mother, who is her sorrow, and apparently, and they are apparently set next to meet her rage, which they don't even know its name yet. And they just save the city of Evertrees, or help save the city of Evertrees from an attack by a demonic army and a pirate ship that was aiding them, apparently. It was a very, very very active fight. Sam and Liz's characters should not be allowed to go anywhere together by themselves without
Never again.
supervision.
Never again.
Yeah,
We
who
need some like
supervision?
crystal ankle bracelets.
Oh my god.
Magical ankle bracelets. I'm here for this.
Yes, give me
wait.
crystal. Give me things I can make bombs out of. What?
Magical ankle bracelets that activate when they
How
get too
dare
close
you.
to each
How
other.
dare you?
And
No, they're
automatically
just
force them
magnetics. They're just magnetic. We
away.
can't get too close.
Oh
Polar
yeah, yeah, they're repelling magnets.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they stole a pirate ship, one of the pirate attack cruisers. They attacked the Devil's army and managed to kill the general while probably going by him at around 200 miles an hour. And then
Good
flew
lord.
into the forest where they had no ability to turn left or right. At which time they ping pong balled off about 1 billion trees, and Drake ended up dead.
Not fully dead.
Not fully dead. He was on death saves.
He was nearly
Yeah.
dead. He was only nearly dead.
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead. Yeah.
And so
Then he's alive.
he was rescued by the Night Mother.
God. Sorry.
God. And since that time, I think you guys got some healing done. The city is trying to regroup. I know that the Devil Army was broken up. I know the Elven Rangers showed up, and the city guard was mounting an offense from the front. The Elven Rangers flanked, and the rest of the Devil Army was falling into chaos as the generals began to fight amongst themselves for command. And so pretty much, and the elder druid who lives here, the archdruid who lives in the city, actually turned into a green dragon and filled the pirate ship with poison smoke. So, and pretty much killed almost the entire crew. And so basically they have now a drifting pirate ship floating in the city that's being currently occupied by the Elatrian army. And last I remember, Utopia, on behalf of Drake, was petitioning to either buy or have bequeathed to them that pirate ship. And if I remember correctly, you guys Callie actually spoke to the Archdruid, who informed her that if her people, since her people were wood elves, that they would always be welcome in Evertree, especially with what she had just done to help save one of the primary trees that holds up the city of Evertree. And that, all she had to do was get them there. So, let's go ahead and take up where we left off. I think we left off with Val crying somewhere.
This is the
Oh.
RP channel.
Yep. In the
Oh.
RP channel, Val is crying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Val has fallen asleep in tears. The whole weight of everything that's happened, finding Ramira and finding out that there's been someone else pretty much the entire time she's been away. Yeah,
That's a pretty big assumption.
well, maybe not the entire time she's been away, but a good deal of the time she's been
But that's
away.
how it feels.
It feels like immediate.
Yeah. It's like she's from the moment she stopped writing, as far as he
Just
knows, there was
immediately.
someone else, or she stopped writing because there was someone else. He doesn't know for sure. He's only going off of what she's told him and what he feels.
Right. And everyone knows that feelings are always accurate.
I mean,
Mm.
Hmm. Well, his feelings are valid, but
So
they may also
valid.
be
So
misplaced.
valid. Fuck you.
So valid. Fuck you.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's go over this. Everyone was still in discussions. I know that they hadn't given you an answer about the ship yet, and I'm going to assume that, or we can assume, if you'd like, that for the rest of the evening, you guys spend your time actually trying to help out with whatever rescues are going on, trying to aid people, meting out whatever spell slots you have left, those who can heal, for healing for people who are critically wounded, and just trying to be as helpful as you can, and that you all basically turn in at the end of the day at the inn completely fucking exhausted.
Oh my god, are we getting a long rest?
Yes.
Delightful.
The most treasured thing ever, the long rest.
Shenanigans.
Long rest.
God.
Which means that everyone's spell slots will be refreshed, everyone's hit point pools will be maxed, and you should be all ready to go when I try and kill you again.
That's not a good sign.
That's
not
what
a
you
good sign.
think. I'm never ready.
Long rest.
Oh, I
Take
hope
long
that's not
rest.
what she said. I hope that's not what she said.
Alone.
But it is. Oh my god.
Look at how pretty it is. Full hit points.
Oh my gosh. Let's look at them spell slots again.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's so many of them.
All right, so you guys are kind of, the morning comes. It's still just nothing but activity. The day is not normal at all. There is still a lot of people moving around. They're trying to figure out what to do with the docks right now, because although, Callie, you did stop the tree from splitting any further, the split did happen. So remember, the docks tilted down by 20 degrees. So now they're having trouble like loading stuff onto the docks because everything that they put in the dock starts sliding off. The further you get out there, the larger the angle is. So we're out in the end of the docks where the smaller ships make quay. That is like, it's almost impossible to load any freight. So they're trying to figure out what to do right here. Let's see who wants to do their morning get up ritual first.
Ooh.
Yeah. Aeom, I think you're really drunk.
No,
Today's hangover day.
You're really hungover.
Today's hangover day.
For context, I'm sleeping on Val. 100%. Literally laying on top of him. Sorry, I don't have to wake up first. It's fine.
So yeah, who's an early riser is what I'm saying.
Generally me.
I'm an elf.
Well, you don't actually technically sleep that much. All right, so we'll start with Callie. Callie,
Yo.
what is your morning routine, as it were?
Well, since we've been on an adventure, she'd get up, shake out all of her clothes because they get dusty and dirty, and she doesn't really wash her clothes because that takes time. And get dressed, brush out her hair, and she'd probably like sneak out a little before dawn
Mm-hmm.
and just like do a little commune with nature, feel all safe again, and then head in for breakfast. She eats breakfast for like a really long time because she just is always waiting for everybody else.
There is a very disturbing air when you
Oh,
walk
no.
out at the pre-dawn light?
Yes,
Because
I am.
as you're walking out, no, just
Kidding.
Wrong air.
the
I'm
real
sorry.
air.
I'm sorry. I had to.
That was
First person
perfect.
air. But yeah, as you walk outside, there is, because the inn is kind of at the end of the street that comes out towards the docks here. There is a lot of the stuff that happened ends up focused on this end, because anything that happens is going to require some kind of ship to carry away debris and rubble. But one thing you see is that lined up on the street in front of the docks, and they seem to be waiting for people to come pick them up, are rows and rows of bodies covered in sheets.
If she sees that, she would definitely go pay respects and just do the little like druid craft thing, make their funeral shrouds a little prettier.
Just like little wreaths of flowers on each one or something.
Yeah, just like little flowers and like moss and stuff like that. Something very natural.
Mhm.
And just thank you for all you did. May the earth welcome you.
You can see some of the bodies, like they have like weapons beside them. They were probably like guards or something like that. But most of them, it looks like they were just people. So,
Yeah, just regular civilians. Because
but yeah, and right as you're finishing up, your druid crafting on the bodies, and since you're actually, doing it to every single body, you basically have to probably spend almost an hour doing this because there's 42 bodies.
yeah, it would take quite a while.
Yeah.
But
So by the
That's cool.
time you're done doing that, like the sun is above the horizon. It's about an hour after dawn-ish. Drake, what time do you normally get up?
He probably gets up at sunrise, typically. He's always an early riser.
Gotcha. And what is your morning routine like?
So his morning routine starts out by just reviewing the journal he carries with him, the one that was passed down by his mother, the one where he learned how to use the abilities he has now.
Mm-hmm.
Read a little bit more into it, check off. It's like, okay, I've figured out how to do this. I still need to figure out how to do that. Get changed, and probably what he likes to do is he likes to find somewhere really, really high up to kind of get a few breaths of just fresh air. So literally just out the window, up the wall of the building, just try to get up as high as possible. And just take a deep breath of just the crisp morning air before heading back down for breakfast.
Gotcha. All right. So, as you come down for breakfast, you can see that there's other people here, doing the same thing, getting breakfast and everything like that. And it's basically, normally you don't know how the inn runs because you haven't stayed here before, but right now it looks like they basically did what they could to make something quick and easy, and they kind of set up a breakfast line buffet type thing with like the big pan with the candle under it with eggs in it, and tons of toast in another pan, some kind of breakfast meat like ham or something like that in another, and so people are just kind of like serving themselves. But you can see outside that there is not a lot of movement outside yet, but off towards the docks you can see Callie, and she seems to be like walking along, and every now and then she'll crouch down.
Like he'll literally like get himself like a plate to go, grab like a fork or something, just walk out there while eating.
Gotcha. So as you walk out, you can see that they're basically practicing their magics, and they're adorning these sheets that are covering these shrouds that are covering these bodies with pretty much just little items, wreaths, flower wreaths, garlands, and everything like that. And they've been apparently doing it for a while because almost all the bodies have some kind of arrangement or another on them.
Someone's been busy this morning.
Oh, good morning. I didn't know anybody else was awake yet.
I mean, I'm always up when the sun rises. Didn't expect to see you out here, though.
I guess the sun is up. Ooh, I've been up for a while.
Lost track of time again?
There's just so many.
Yeah. A lot of innocent people got hurt because of this.
Yeah.
We'll make them pay, though.
Yeah. That's what we got to do. Is anyone else awake yet?
I don't think so.
No.
I think the others after yesterday are kind of deep sleeping. Can't
was a
imagine.
lot.
Pretty sure I saw Aom drinking again, so pretty sure
Oh.
they're not waking up anytime soon. Thankfully,
they're
they didn't
feeling
decide to
better.
take a. Well, they didn't decide to take a bath this time, so I think we're good.
That's a good thing. That's a very good thing.
Today's going to be an interesting day. I'm going to try to get a. Either they can give me a tour of the ship, or I'm going to give myself a tour of the ship. I want to see what kind of facilities it's got.
You should definitely ask. Don't assume.
We'll see.
The wood might reject you, though. You have to make sure you have consent before you go.
Not that.
What?
The ship.
Yes.
The unmanned one?
It's made out of wood.
I don't exactly think I can ask the ship if I can give a tour of it.
No, but you should ask whoever's kind of in charge, I guess, of the ship. They speak for the trees.
I highly doubt some of these soldiers speak for the trees. Especially not those ones.
That's a good point. It was a bad tree. Well, I don't think the tree was bad. I wonder if there
Still.
are bad trees.
Probably. I mean, I
Utopia-
read about one tree that literally spits out or drops fruit that's kind of explosive, and it shoots poisonous seeds when it does. The tree literally kills everything within 100 feet radius that it hits with it.
Utopia, what time do you normally get up?
Unless she's gotta get it, which I mean, the adventuring has definitely gotten her like more used to getting up early.
Mm-hmm.
But she gets up when somebody comes and wakes her.
Okay, so Camille wakes you up.
I was gonna say they're snuggling.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yes!
snuggling.
I love that.
Camille says, wakes you up and she's nice and warm as this is. There's still a city out there.
Okay.
What do you want to do about everything else?
Well, Drake wants the pirate ship, so we should get that for him. I don't suppose we'll be able to get the clothes that we tried to buy yesterday. What with everything that happened. But well, if we want to have that ship to ourselves, then we'll need a crew. So maybe we should start seeing who would like to either volunteer or be hired on as part of the crew. I can fund all of it, so.
Well,
No one's here to tell me what to do.
I mean, there is. If we're gonna, I've never done anything like that before, but you know, if you need someone to, I guess, run point on trying to find information about that, I can go handle that while you guys go handle the important stuff.
Okay. I think
I
I'm going
I
to.
suppose I should just start with the harbor master. He would tell me if there's hireables.
Yes, and I think I'm just to make things easier. If you need to get back to us, once we get outside, I think I'll call Sappho and send her with you.
I mean, that's fine. Can Sappho find you?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't want a flying pony? But in the meantime, I think that you, yeah, we should probably both get out there. Very least, let people know that things are better than they seem.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh, sorry, Sam's
who's talking
allergic
bullshit?
to-
Who's talking shit?
Your mom.
Your mom. Your mom.
Your mother.
I need to check the. Okay, no one in Discord's talking shit. Somebody is though.
So
Sam
you,
can sense the shit
you
talk.
guys get up and get ready. She goes and she takes off walking towards the docks, towards the harbor master's office. Actually, you saw the harbor master's office. Just walking straight to the harbor master's office, which isn't too far away from the inn. You come downstairs and you can see, like I said, the general area of the inn is full of people who are just filing through and getting something to eat, and it looks like every single one of them are headed out to start doing what they can. This
Normally Lex is a pretty early riser, just holdover from like training. With everything yesterday and having, been a little closer to death than normal.
normal, a little closer to being dead than really I'd like to see it.
Yeah. She probably sleeps until about maybe half hour after sunrise. Gets up and like just stretches, making sure she's loose and limber in case she has to fight again, because that's what she do.
Because the fighting is the thing. So you basically are kind of bracing yourself for the day, getting because the first thing as you wake up is you remember to see is that Callie is already gone,
Yes.
and so that's one person that you have no idea where they are. You get up, you get dressed, you make your way downstairs. Hey, Teller of Tales. As you're coming downstairs, Val,
Yeah.
you're stirring, not because you feel like you're ready to wake up yet, because you're just hot. You're sweating. I mean, you're comfortable. You're kind of smothered in blankets, but there's something heavy on top of the blankets, and it radiates heat.
Weighted blankets. They're awesome.
They are
The blankets are
amazing.
great. I will just kind of open my eyes slowly, just kind of groan. What?
As you kind of
Why?
you see a pair of ram's horns that's like right below your chin.
Okay, careful there. Don't need a new nose hole. Okay. All right, and I will, as gently as I can, I will recognize what's happened. And I'll gently as I can move Aeom.
Bill Aeom over to the side.
Over to the side. And then I was just like, well, I'm awake. Get out of bed.
Yes,
And
you're
start
like
getting dressed.
soaked and whatever you're sleeping in, because you're basically under a furnace. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, Aeon was passed out drunk, so the right side of your shoulder is completely soaked with his.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
We're lucky you're my best friend, damn it. And I will like start changing out of my clothes and like
Aeon's
getting
like
into something-
slapping the pillow like beside him.
And I will like fix the pillow and then just like put his arm around it so that he's got something to hold on to.
Slip the pillow into the crook of the
Like-
arm.
Brushes it against them.
No,
Yeah.
just goes full koala.
Yeah.
Hello.
Just like legs and arms, yeah.
Okay, I'm like give him like a quirk of the side of the mouth as in place of a smile. Then I'll get dressed, grab my loot. I think I'll actually leave Inari with Aeon.
Okay.
And kind of like look after him, okay? Or look after them, okay?
And kind
And
of hops up
Inari's
onto the
gonna-
bed and does a 3 spins around and lays down like in a crook of Aeon's knee.
Yeah. And I will walk out and see what I can see.
So you come downstairs. As you're headed out of the room, you see that Lex is walking downstairs a bit ahead of you. As you both come out into the main room, there's more people here now. Utopia, when you coming downstairs, when you and Camille came down the stairs, did you guys like eat breakfast down in the main room?
Yes,
Okay.
ate breakfast and I kind of collected some stuff to give to Sappho because I'm gonna go outside and summon her so she can help Camille.
You can actually just leave Sappho out. They don't have a timer, so you don't have to constantly resummon him. The summoning and resummoning is just like for situations like, oh, we're gonna go into a dungeon and I'm not gonna leave Sappho outside the dungeon this entire time, so I'll
Yeah.
unsummon
Well, 'cause they
Sappho and
lost-
resummon.
They lost their saddle and stuff, and
Oh,
so
yeah,
they were
that's why
like,
you
if you
summoned
send
it.
me away and then call me back, then I'll have it again.
So, but yes, so you summon Sappho outside. As you're kind of like Camille's finished breakfast and she's walked out. As you're like kind of going up to the bartender and saying, "Can I get some apples or something for my horse?" The bartender is kind of like, "Sure," and runs in the back. And as does that, you see Lex coming downstairs, followed just a little bit behind by Val.
So I'm assuming that given last night, Val has kind of that like puffy faced, I was crying for like ever kind of look
A little
about
bit.
his face.
Like he's done his best to clean it up. And
Yeah,
kind of
but like it's still there a
There
little
is
bit.
another.
Uh,
There is
If you
another
know,
problem.
you know.
There is another problem with that situation. You guys are all covered in grime. I mean, you're helping with the cleanups and the rescue efforts, and so you're all covered in grime. And there was no like people. There were no bathers last night.
Oh,
dang it.
No
What a
one got to come back and take a
travesty.
bath.
Such a
It was just like
travesty.
everyone just collapsed in bed, exhausted. So
Yeah.
you're kind of all grimied up,
And bloodied
Oh,
up.
wouldn't be
And still
the
kinda
first
bloody
Yeah,
up,
time.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of blood.
There's a lot of blood, but I'm still gonna go and give Al a really big hug because
Oh,
he looks like he was
no.
going through it.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
Ken.
no.
So
Thanks. We needed that.
Give him a
Now hug
squeeze.
Like it's like, oh, that's too much.
there's some popping noises.
We can't breathe. We can't breathe.
He pops your back pretty good though.
Oh. I didn't realize I needed that. Okay, thank you. That was
Okay, now
that was-
now
that
let
was-
him go.
that was good. Whew.
So, like I said, breakfast is kind of set out in like a buffet type situation. You notice there's people coming in and like getting food and everything like that. They don't. There's way more people here than are actually staying at the inn. It's so there's like it looks like whatever the bartender did, they just set this up for everybody. So as you guys are kind of mingling in the main room, back over to Drake and Callie. Are you guys headed back towards the inn?
Draco Bob said is like, if you haven't gotten something to eat yet, you probably should. Something tells me we're going to need our strength today, or at least the majority of you all are. I have absolutely no skills that could help out here.
Yeah, you do. You just gotta try. But no, you're right. I should get food. Food would be
How,
great.
how exactly is some of my skill set supposed to help out here in this situation? Just saying.
You hear a voice from behind you that says, "Hands are always."
Out of context, that sounds really, really bad,
Jaegerhorn is standing beside you, and you notice that instead of being in the robes they were in the other day, Jaegerhorn is in actually like just a set of workman's overalls, and they have a tool belt belted around their belt, and they have a case in their hand, and they're like, even someone who has no knowledge can swing a hammer.
Yeah. Just kind of looks over to the docks. It's like,
Just find somewhere and ask what they need. What's that?
got a question for you.
Yes.
The docks are listing pretty bad. It's kind of hard to work with it, at least till the problem fixed.
They're probably
What about
won't be fixing this unless the Archdruid can manage to make the tree grow back to where it was.
I think it's
What
gonna be a
about-
lot more.
What about making the platform more viable and using some of the crashed smaller ships, repurposing some of the crystals to essentially make the wood more pliable and bend it to where it's stable?
More than likely do is build off the existing platforms and build a platform over it.
Hmm.
I don't know what I'm not an engineer. I haven't done a structural assessment of the damage, so I don't know how bad things are. They may have to regrow new platform. That could
Yeah.
take centuries.
Furthest extent I have is some experience with tinkering with crystals, so
Not exactly a safe hobby.
oh, absolutely not. That's why I got into it.
If you would mind, I would like you and your compatriots sometime today, probably this evening. If you would, let's just say, would you mind if I joined you for dinner?
I don't mind.
We could probably do that.
So we'll say at dusk.
Fair enough. I'll make sure to pass on the word. Quick question for you. Considering this current situation at hand, more than likely several of us are going to start trying to see if we can get any volunteers for a certain vessel. Any chance I can get a tour of it, see what facilities it has on hand? Might come in handy.
Jaegerhorn says, volunteer?
Think about it this way. There's going to be plenty of heroes after all that who want to get back at the creatures that did this to their city. A lot of people who might want to stick it back to them. Joining on a ship that's going up against those things time and time and again to shut them down permanently.
Jaegerhorn holds up their hand. Says, that predatory. What you're talking about doing is exploiting the trauma of others.
Oh, I'm going to be absolutely forthright with them.
It doesn't matter. There's no one in this city who I would allow to be able to volunteer for such an expedition, because they're not going to be thinking clearly, especially those who have suffered long.
It wouldn't just be unpaid.
I'm not. Oh, no. I'm not worried about that. I'm not talking about the pay. We're talking about taking souls that are damaged, deeply damaged, Not only have they probably lost loved ones, but look around. Their home was destroyed. Their safety was nearly taken away from them, as well as their. You're going to promote the concept that you're going to take them on a mission to get vengeance on things that did this. Half the things that did this aren't here anymore. They've been run back to whatever odd awful plane they came from. And the others, well, we saw what happened to the. Remember one very important. No matter what, trying to gain any satisfaction from the suffering of another, any way, shape, is just as evil as any that made you.
Except the most merciful one of all. Especially with how hellish this world is becoming.
Aragorn kind of grins and he says, there is an incredible variety of points of view. That is one. I hope that you get the chance.
I look forward to that day as well, but for now, I have always been one to live within my means and stretch that as far as I need to.
Says,
As much as it may pain me to say this, if we're going to continue to come up against enemies like this, we may need heroes. But if all we have are heroes, well, some things that just aren't going to get done. You
Latras
need
has
some people
an
willing to dance in the gray.
Latras has Navy. Latras has it. Latras will fight back. We have regrouped as best we can, been receiving missives constantly, setting up a provisional government in the Spindle, and we are doing everything we can to get information across the planet in order to make sure that we understand what is happening before we try and commit our resources.
Forgive me for being blunt. I've seen some of your provisional governments at work. Not exactly the best reputation. Some.
Where you've seen a provisional government at work. If you're talking about anything on some of the satellites, then you're talking about the military. Not talking about.
Very little difference between the two at times. Especially during times like this.
Also very.
And that's just the thing. You are all doing as much as you can, fighting back as best you can, but these enemies, like the ones we just fought, they're not going to fight traditionally. They're not going to behave traditionally.
We had pirates fighting with devils. I highly doubt that there's anything traditional or customary about any of it.
Which is why, as some might call it, the good guys need a wild card as well. Something that the enemies aren't going to be expecting, that the enemies can't predict.
I understand
And that the enemies
what you're
won't see
trying to
coming.
say, and what upon you. You're an individual, not a member of the military. You're not a representative of any government. You're trying to gain some kind of condonement for the actions. That won't. Because
Oh, I'm not seeking condonement at all.
Well, I don't understand any other reason you'd be explaining all this.
Allow me to put it in blanketed terms. Considering what you've seen this group do so far, what we're capable of, and the threats we're able to combat,
Mm-hmm.
if we're tied to one government or one group, we're just going to be tethered down.
Okay.
We can work alongside, that's fine. We can help out where needed. But if we're essentially just tied to one side, we're not going to be able to get our jobs done. We're not going to be able to fulfill our calling.
I'm just trying to.
No one yet. No one yet.
I understand hesitation. Understand fear of Big Brother and bureaucracy and whatnot. However, same time, we're not in anything. I don't think anything conventional.
Can Val walk up behind Drake
Mhm.
and kind of like acknowledge Jaegerhorn and just kind of nod and yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Val, good to see you're doing all right this morning.
Oh, I'm still breathing, which is Callie, hi. Master Jaegerhorn.
He was gonna have dinner with us tonight.
Oh, that should be something. Of course, you're welcome to sup with us.
And Gigerhorn kind of stops and looks over at Callie and he says, I'm sorry. Hey. And he kind of looks.
They're they, Callie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
No, no,
not
no, no.
used to it. I'm very confused.
It's all right.
It's all right, Callie.
But I just wanted to, well, we have had time to discuss things, but not at length. And
Sure.
I fear with what Mr. Drake and Lady Astor's plans, or sorry, Okal's plan may be, that we may be parting ways.
I thought I was under the impression that there was a plan to you had a plan and that we were accompanying you to help fulfill the plan. Has
I
that
had a
plan
to take
changed?
you- I had a plan to take you back to the spindle, have you debrief our military specialists so they could glean as much information as they could from you about the items you saw, the resources you saw being employed, anything that you could have given them, anything their versed in what they did.
I feel like that's an important thing to do if you're going to be able to at the very least assess what's happening, at most be able to stand any hope of a chance. I mean,
But
Agreed.
I'm
the good
still on
news
board
from
with
that
this.
is that thanks to you, I now have everything you remember. So I could stand in your place. Seems from your memories you gave me that most of you were together the entire time. Well, except for your new additions.
Yes, Callie and Drake were not with us, but the two whose place they filled are also no longer with us.
And Drake made very plain that he does not want to ally his or place his allegiances any one particular entity.
Can't exactly help everyone if we're tied to one place.
It wouldn't be us being tied to one place. It'd be us providing intel to help one help all. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. Have you not heard this?
Wait a second. Are we
Yes.
actually tying anything? What are we tying?
No one's being tied
Not
to
tying
anything.
I mean, unless they consent to it, that is. That's a different thing.
That's a completely
consent is-
different
consent
thing,
is-
and we're getting off topic. I think, sir, or at least I'm of the opinion that the best thing that we can do at this point, aside from helping these people as best as we can, like, and I gesture to the whole of Evertree, as best as we can, is also to be there to provide the report. With all due respect, yes, you have my memories, but they are only my memories.
I will tell you, we would much rather have each one of you present. You only gave me your memories from your perspective. If
Exactly.
anyone else could
Exactly
see
my point.
anything,
Exactly.
it would be preferable. I just, with everything going on, and I know that your young friend, the monk, was very much wanting to go to Cairo.
That can still happen, yes.
And if we were to give you that ship, we were to find enough crew to pilot it, that could easily, with
The-
Lady O'Call's financial abilities, that you would be able to outfit that ship in.
Yes.
The goal is not just to make ourselves independent. It's giving ourselves someplace mobile we can use as a base to transport ourselves where we're needed.
And that's
We don't
very
have to
valid.
rely on anyone else for transportation, and we've got something rugged and sturdy we can use to defend ourselves should our ship come under attack.
That's a very valid point. Counterpoint. We have been asked very nicely, may I add, to accompany Lord Gallahorn back to the Spindle to provide our testimony. Let us do that, and any decisions we make regarding the other ship can be discussed on the way and then finalized once we've given our testimony.
Sounds good to me.
I will tell you this as the plans for the ship, the captain's plans, and the Archdruid, what the Archdruid has asked. We are going to be leaving full 50% of the crew from the ship here to help with it. So we
Okay.
will be coming into the Spindle on a skeleton crew. We're only 2 days out from the Spindle, so that shouldn't be a problem, and we're going to go straight through the night. So we will be to the Spindle when we're ready to disembark. We should be to the Spindle in roughly 48 hours.
Good.
That's fast.
From that point on, I will get you in touch with everyone who is going to need to speak with you at one time, so we can get all the questions answered at once. I will also, if you wish me, I can have a missive sent ahead that there is a ship looking to fully outfit a crew. Spindle is a huge hub. There is a large merchant fleet there, and there is a large mercantile basic army of sailors always looking.
That sounds good. That
Not a
sounds
bad idea.
right up our alley.
If you scratch my back, I scratch.
Well, we were already in the process of scratching your back, and I mean,
I know a really good cream for that.
I don't think that's what he means, but I'll take that under advisement.
All right. So
Okay.
I actually need to take a break a little bit early. I'm sorry. I got to take care of something real fast that has popped up. So what I'm going to do is two things. Number one, we're going to take a 15-minute break. Thank you, everyone, for allowing us to take breaks. We love you very much. But I'm also going to start the giveaway for the... I always forget what they're called. I'm going to start the drawing for the lottery tickets for the Mini of the Month giveaway. So for the next 20 minutes, we are going to have a special word that you can type into our chat. And that special word will get you a ticket, raffle ticket. And at the end of the month, we will total up your tickets. And that's how many entries you will have in the drawing to win the Mini of the Month. And let me see. The Mini of the Month this month is... Oh, he's very...
Phrasing.
Yeah. He's very tiny and insecure. This bad boy right here.
Squeezies.
This is the Seneschal of Orcus. He is a greater demon. He is on a large base, and he will be going out to one lucky winner at the end of the month, and based on raffle tickets. You get 1 raffle ticket if you're a follower, 2 if you're a subscriber. And remember, every single show we do give these ticket giveaways, so you can get a bunch of tickets even if you're not a sub, and you can still get a really good chance of winning. So be sure to watch all of our shows. In the
And you
meantime,
get 3 if you name him Daddy. Sorry.
get 3 if you name him Daddy.
Well, I mean, he is. Right.
Exactly.
He
He
is.
is.
Is Daddy.
He is daddy.
Just
All right.
saying.
So we're going to go ahead and take a 15-minute break. I'm going to go ahead and see you guys back here at, well, let's say 9:20. Let's say 9:25, just in case I need to take a. So we'll be back.
Yes.
can tell by the look on
That's-
my
I just
face.
finished off my handle.
You can tell by the look on my face how well break went.
No.
Oh, no.
It went fine. It went fine. Only half.
Are we murdering people, Ray?
Ray, did you
No
get
one's
some chicken
murdering
wings?
people. You're just, murdering my faith in humanity.
Aw.
Wait,
You
you
still
had
have that?
That's a lie. It's not a real thing.
I
Faith
feel
in
like
humanity?
we'd restore it. I feel like we're a
we're
good
a
set.
very wholesome group.
Yeah.
We are the
so
most
wholesome.
wholesome.
We love talking about holes.
Holes are our
Ray's
favorite
nod,
subject.
though.
Exactly.
I love,
Ray's
I love,
nod.
I don't like just
Ray's
like
like,
some
I'm kicking
holes.
all
I like
of you
all
out.
of them. All of them.
All
Just
of
mutes
all
our
the
whole,
holes.
All the
like the whole
holes.
fucking call.
Ray's like, I'm getting rid
Nobody's
of
allowed
all
to
of
speak
them.
So
anymore.
we're not holes some. We're holes all. We're
I'm
holes all.
replacing the entire
All
cast.
holes. Only
Yeah,
holes.
Only
Only
holes.
holes.
That was
I-
what
Ray
we come back
seriously
on.
Proving
allowing us
ourselves
to
at
meet
this
in
exact
person.
moment.
He thinks that's gonna go well. This is us in a Google Meet, and he wants us to be in person.
I can't imagine the
no.
house.
Boy.
Like
Y'all
the group
get to have
has to
fun
show
with
me.
that. Y'all at least get to have
all
fun with
all
that.
I know is that at Gen Con, I am bringing an HR staff with
That's
me
to a good
to
idea.
just supervise all of you.
I don't think I can.
Can't hit Gemini.
Supervise me, mommy.
Supervise me.
Supervise me, daddy.
Ay, papi.
God damn it! Why you gotta say that after I take it?
Who's bringing
I'm
the gag?
getting-
I'm bringing the gag.
I'm getting paid.
I am
payback for
really
Jace.
terrified of the downstairs sleeping arrangements because downstairs there's a great room with a bed on one end, like a sleeper sofa in the middle, and like another bed on the other end, and there's just curtains separating them.
I was gonna make a joke about I'm gonna sleep with everyone, but that
That's
was...
peak sleepover setup where like you and your friends are like, okay,
Cuddle.
everybody shut up, now
Cuddle,
go to sleep.
cuddle.
And then you're quiet for 3 seconds, and you're like,
Then everybody
and just like
giggling.
keep each other up all night.
Oh, that's
Oh,
my
no.
favorite.
It's gonna be so good.
Are you?
It's the slumber
me and
party
Neil are
I've
just
always
gonna be
wanted. I'm here
screaming.
for
Yeah,
all
I've
night.
never been to like a slumber party.
I've never
I'm
been to
so
a slumber party
excited.
either.
Ladies and gentlemen, Skin in the Game will be at Gen Con. I don't know what condition we'll be in by day 2, but
we'll be
at
there.
Gen Con.
Oh, it's a good thing
It
my
will
live
be
show's
a
on
condition.
Tuesday or on
You will be
Thursday.
suffering from
They will-
conditions.
They will be there.
Yeah, our
We
live
do
is-
not know in what
our live-
state.
I had to survive till Saturday night at least.
Oh my god.
Rip.
Damn.
Good fucking luck.
Okay.
I have to drive 8 hours, get there, and then at the end drive back.
That's true.
Oh,
I
man.
believe in all
But
of
you
I
it.
do
can't-
have someone going with you, which helps.
It's true.
Yes. Having a buddy is always a good plan.
And so, yeah,
Indeed.
it's Gen Con is going to be fucking crazy.
Just
I'm
a
bringing my own. I'm bringing my own supervisor. I don't know how good he's gonna do, but he's
I
there.
was gonna say,
I think he needs more supervision than you do. Let's be real.
Oh no, he's fine. He makes friends everywhere, and it's
I
cool.
know he's nice.
I
Don't let him
I
get
don't I
Unless
don't
he's in
make friends
chat, then he's
usually.
a feral goblin.
Well, unless there's a contest to be won by entry, and then he'll be mad. And
I was gonna say unless there's an Orcus.
Unless there's an Orcus.
Yeah, there's an
Con-
Orcus. It's
A
fun.
contest
Did
to
you
be
check
won
all
by
that
entry,
off?
you said?
Did
By
you tell him
entry,
there's
you
an
said?
Orcus tonight?
By entry, you
Entry.
said?
Huh, no enter sign. I'm gonna ignore that.
Plus.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
okay,
just-
ladies and gentlemen.
We love you, Ray.
We love you so much.
Rocks fall, you all die.
What? I thought this would have happened in the cave. I didn't think it would happen on the surface.
I didn't think it would happen on a tree.
Not on a tree. Wow. Where
This
all
is
the
how
rocks
you
come
killed me,
from?
Ray. I have
And
no...
you see, this is why you don't talk about the exploding tree nuts.
The tree nuts.
Air, I have killed
Tree
Aeon
nuts.
so many times now.
I know.
Right?
Do we
What's
have a
that-
Deadpool?
What's that TikTok line? Dying?
It's like,
I've died 1,000,000 times. I'm
Yeah.
fucking great at it.
How many times have you died?
Oh man. But at some point, you will kill me, and I have another character.
No, he won't, because I will be there to just dump
I
all
know.
of my fucking.
you have
Lay
way
of
too
hands
much.
will
You have
on
way
you.
too much fucking access to healing.
You
in
have
this
to
party.
try harder, Ray.
No.
Don't
just-
say that.
Not a challenge. That's not a challenge.
It's
Yes, it
not a
is.
challenge. All right, so
Whatever
you guys.
character
For me,
you bring
that's a
in,
challenge.
they just
That's a
need to be
challenge.
convinced that Lex is a spy because it's my favorite thing.
Oh no, Lex is a spy. 100%.
Sus.
Lex
Of
is a
course,
spy. She's just a-
we
she's
suspect
just-
the barbarian of being the spy, not the
Yeah.
rogue that can literally communicate in everyone's heads and no
Oh
one
my
knows
God.
what's going on.
Sorry, Lex is sneaking into my heart. Oh,
oh no!
Yes.
I was gonna say Lex.
You
is...
thought I was coming for your info, but I came for your heart.
exactly.
So
And
you
then there's
guys.
just gonna be an axe in my heart.
What? Wait. I do believe Air just asked Ray to use a false hiding trap.
Whoa.
Oh no.
No.
Oh man.
yes.
So
Wow.
I think you guys are sitting there. Jaegerhorn was talking to you.
Mhm.
Yes, Jägermeister.
Jägermeister. Jaegerhorn. means-
Every time I hear his name,
It just means hunting horn.
I know.
Oh no, their name is Hunter.
So I'm sure he's great at
no,
blowing.
no,
I'm
that's,
sorry.
that's their entire last name, Jaegerhorn.
Oh, their name is Hunter. Like the devil's
His name
advocate
is
boy in
Hunter
every
Jägerhorn?
history class.
Their name. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so bad today.
Can't believe their name is fucking Hunter. I'm so
That is my
disappointed.
next Silly Squad character. Is gonna be Hunter.
So, you guys are. Jaegerhorn says, I think that if you all are willing to, we are willing to do whatever we can, help you, whatever comes next.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Sounds good.
You provided more than enough service just in Ayla alone, let alone getting all those people out, helping in Trask with the horrible things that happened there. I think that Elatris alone knows what the other worlds make. But I think that it is time that set as many matters to right as possible, which includes
Agreed.
trying to get our home world stabilized.
I absolutely agree. I cannot speak for everyone else, but this is my home world too. And I want to see it made right.
All right, I'm gonna go and work. We'll see you all this evening.
Whoa.
Start walking off. So, Aeon,
Yes.
you are waking up because there is something trying to make your skull explode.
Oh.
And you realize after a few moments that it is the veins in your skull pounding away.
I guess I can pray to the Night Mother to make that go away. I think that's Bane.
That's pain.
The veins.
So you're kind of stirring around. Number one, you're not in your room.
Where the hell am I? Is this Val's room?
Actually, you don't even. Did you guys even get to see what room Val was in?
I did in the RP.
Oh yeah.
Room 219.
Well, you can't exactly see the room number inside the door.
No.
Val probably would have left his pack though.
Yeah, my pack and the coat that I had let Aeon wear is still in the room.
I'm gonna put the coat on.
As you come out on the hallway, you recognize where you are in the hallway. You know your room's like a door, I think 2 doors down.
Oh.
So you can go get your own clothes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get dressed, but keep the coat.
Okay. So the rest of you are kind of reconvening in the dining area. And as you kind of gathering around trying to figure out what to do, Aeon, I assume you're coming downstairs?
Oh yeah.
There's light and sound. Hate it all.
Can we, everybody, just no words, talking. Oh, God.
Hey, buddy, you doing all right?
How much did you let him
I-
drink last night?
I didn't let him do anything. He did it all on his own.
And you let him?
You
Lex
let him drink. You were in the room with him.
You were in the room with him.
Lex just leans over to Utopia and then a stage just where, didn't they just ask for everyone to be quiet?
Utopia's gonna answer back. Isn't there a way for us to communicate where we don't have to say anything?
I mean,
love that.
then I think we're in their head. That might be worse.
It's so much worse. So much worse.
So should we just like whisper until they feel better?
I think this is good.
Hold on.
Oh, it's so
Drake's
much-
literally just gonna go and just get him water. It's like, get them waters like here. Drink this.
Oh, thank you. Something.
Don't thank me yet.
I wasn't, honestly.
Good.
Can I
People
see your
shouldn't be
hand?
thanking me.
I
Okay.
think I know a trick. Can I see your hand?
Sure. Here's my hand.
There's a pressure point. She's gonna just pinch. It's supposed to relieve headaches and stuff. So she's just gonna gently massage his hand.
That's better, but wow. Oh,
You're not using magic. How are you doing that?
It's pressure points.
Where?
Well, this one here helps with head pain.
let's
There's-
do the one where you make Drake, not talk anymore.
I
And
would
like
do that
Utopia's
one.
gonna slap. Oh my god!
Double
She gets
slappage.
2 hands like slapped over his mouth.
That's a good one too.
That's a good one too.
So you do the sarcastic head roll to look like, really?
I was waiting for him to try to lick the hand.
God,
He'll do
oh
it. He
no.
will do it.
Wait,
That,
Hold on.
it's Lex's hand first
Fuck.
and they don't care.
Hey, if you lick Callie's hands, that's on you.
No, I wouldn't do
whatever,
that. I would
whatever
not
you
do
get,
that.
whatever poison you get is on you.
That's all on you.
That's a you problem.
The Allfather
Aeon
comes.
stumbles over to Val.
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
really good. How are you?
I've been better, but I've also been worse.
You know that no matter what happens, you'll still have us, right?
Val just kind of lowers his head and smiles and I know.
Don't me.
What?
Just you need to know.
I know.
Sometimes people will be lost, but you'll always have someone.
I'm grateful for that.
Good.
When I like as gently as I can, like take Aeon by the shoulder and give him a squeeze.
You better be. There's few things in this world that keep me going. Besides your nearly implacable ability to stay happy Utopia's ability to forget any amount of pain. And the new ones, they have their own special abilities too.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I
Val.
know some mushrooms that might help too.
I don't need mushrooms right now.
Is Utopia literally raising her hand?
No, I'm raising my hand.
Okay.
I have a question. I'm looking through my character sheet.
Uh-huh.
Would lesser restoration help with a hangover?
Yeah, it would.
Okay, awesome.
It would burn a spell
Um,
slot, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So Utopia's gonna go over and kind of wait a second and then ask for Aom's other hand.
Are we doing a seance?
No.
Where's the
I don't
Ouija
think
board?
I don't,
Aom's like, are
Hell
we doing
no.
a seance? Because I
More
wish I
dangerous.
were dead.
I don't think those things actually work.
Oh, they
No,
work. They
they're-
just don't work in the way that you want them to.
All the magic
Exactly.
that we use,
Very
the
specific.
Ouija board's
Very
the
specific.
weird thing.
Yeah.
No. It's just if you're opening gates, you should know where they go. And Ouija boards don't always put you at the gates that you want to go to.
I mean, if you want,
I open doors. Don't fucking care where they go.
That's usually not a good
Like,
thing.
if you really
Probably.
want to speak to the dead, I can help with
Exactly. Wait, you could do that?
that.
Yeah.
I learned a spell, the bardic thing, to speak to the dead.
This is why I don't fuck.
That
with
opens up
magic.
so many new doors. I'm
Cool.
actually
So while
thinking on
everybody's
this.
arguing about Ouija boards, Utopia is going to take Aom's hand and kiss the back of it and cast Lesser Restoration.
Oh,
Good, so freaking
Aw.
cute.
Yeah, for my
Aom.
bestie.
As Aom regains their faculties, they look up at Utopia and just yank their hand away. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, is it painful?
No. And Aom is just staring away from Utopia. No.
Val is very confused.
Drake is just gonna lean in about. I think they got a bit embarrassed.
I don't understand why that's embarrassing.
No.
Friends,
Yeah.
friends helping friends. That's a thing that happens.
I mean,
Yeah, that's totally normal. You're
That's-
right, of course.
Oh my.
Thank you, Utopia. That was very friendly of you.
Oh, okay. You're
Yeah.
welcome. You're always welcome.
I feel like there's a subtext that I'm completely missing.
Camille comes in the
Don't read
doors.
between the lines, Val.
Like, just be glad
Okay.
Camille wasn't. You should be glad Camille wasn't in here, seeing them kiss their hand. Might have gotten weird.
So Camille,
Why?
Camille
I don't
come to-
understand.
Camille came into the doors and
Can
just
I
as Drake
throw
was saying
something
that-
at Drake?
Yes.
You
Can I
may.
jump Drake and just start?
Just take the
wailing?
glass and
Can I just
smash
fucking-
it. It's great.
Val, like his eyes go wide. He reaches out a hand towards Drake and casts Mage Hand over Drake's mouth.
Yo!
So Camille is
Can't lick the
walking
maid
in and walking up to the table, and she's like looks around at all of y'all, and she's like, "Kissed what?"
Aom was extremely hungover, so
Aw.
I gave them a little kiss on the hand to give them a spell so that they'd be okay.
Okay.
They couldn't even stand us whispering. So yeah, and if we're
Called
gonna
the
be doing
hangover.
things all day, I figured that would be helpful.
Yeah, I don't know why lips were necessary. It's
Okay,
A
I'm sorry.
gesture of compassion.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know
I'm
either. It was
sorry.
really.
I'm
And
sorry.
Aom's
It's
just gonna,
okay.
like,
It's
go
okay. It's
sit
okay.
in like the booth.
Yeah, Utopia's gonna go and kind of like stand behind Camille, even though she's like twice her fucking size, and be like, I don't know what I did.
And Val is standing there in the middle of it, like very John Mulaney. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Camille's like,
Okay.
so I went down and talked to the harbor master, and there's every single able-bodied sailor is being requisitioned for repairs on the city currently. So we can't really hire anyone probably for at least a week.
Well, I did manage to speak to Gigerhorn, and once we get to the Spindle, we'll be able to hire some hands there. Because that they're actually going to send advanced word for that specifically.
Ooh.
So I wouldn't worry so much about that. That's mostly taken care of.
I mean, granted. I mean, we don't. I don't know if they're gonna do with the ship in the meantime. Do they tow those things? I mean, can they pull it behind it, or?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll get more information tonight when Jaegerhorn is also joining us for dinner. You quiet. You have lost speaking privileges for the moment.
Okay, you know what? Just starts putting up the mental link.
Oh no!
Oh no!
But
You know what?
Who's in the link and who's out? Because you've got.
Let's see. Hold on.
There's 7 people total here.
There's 7 people total. 5 of them party members, or 6 of them party members. Which is 6, 7. I can have up to. What is my limit currently?
We can't cover my hand in your brain, so fuck you.
Let's see, where is it? Son of a bird.
We just pull up my stats so I can keep talking shit.
Oh wait, my stats are already up.
Oh, don't worry. I've got an answer for that.
Oh god.
I've got an answer for that.
Vicious
Sam,
mockery.
remember
So
we were talking
myself and 4.
Four
So I would
creatures.
have to leave out 2
about
people. So let's see.
someone, people.
Let's see. You know, hold on.
Hey,
Spin the
Sam,
wheel.
You're talking about
Roll the
Cavern
dice.
Dweller?
Spin the wheel.
Okay, thank you for helping me determine perfectly. So, Camille won't get it, and for once this time, not Callie, unfortunately,
Aww.
because he's probably going to be going with Callie when they're going out and about, probably just to help out.
Okay.
But no, so Lex is getting it, Aom is getting it, Utopia is getting it, Val's in it. It's like
Hey.
Oh, thank the night.
it's like you may be able to silence my mouth, but you can't silence this.
I can
And
knock
Val will
you out.
respond. And Val will respond psychically with all 3 voices. Don't try to intimidate us with your mind voice. We're far weirder than you are.
Who said anything about intimidating?
So much talking in my brain.
But you're no hangover now. There's no hangover.
Oh,
And I think this is the first time that
Honestly,
everyone.
that hurt my brain.
And I think in the mind link, this might be the first time that everyone hears all 3 voices
Yeah.
at once.
Uh-huh.
First time Lex knows you
well,
have
hang on,
more than one,
Hang on.
like,
There's
thing
things
going on in your
there's
head.
Val's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Describe your Calistar's voice.
My quarry. So
Oh,
the quarry's voice is it's female, and she sounds a lot like not sound like what is her name? I am blanking on her name. Gina Torres from Firefly. So Valar is Gina Torres, and Mara, who is the shadow voice, is David Bowie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love
Specifically David Bowie as the Goblin King.
I knew
hoping
it.
you'd say
I
that.
knew it.
I was hoping
Yes!
you'd say that. Yes, we got the
Top
Goblin
tier.
King, baby.
Oh my goodness. There's a Goblin King in the house.
Oh yes,
It's
and
like
all speaking in unison. It's like, please, we're far weirder than you are.
Did they do
intimidate?
that
No,
a
this is
lot?
just for ease of access. And as I was trying to say, towing maybe, but if it's got a similar flight system as the smaller fighters do, I may be able to somewhat get it on a towpath. Maybe. I've got to actually see the controls first.
I'll leave you to discuss that with the Allerhorn.
How many times can you get their name wrong?
Is it Gallahorn?
Jaegerhorn.
Jaegerhorn.
No.
Jaegerhorn.
I'll
Sorry.
get Gallarhorn, but I don't think the stream
I
needs
just loved
that.
it because literally Sphinx has
Gallarhorn.
said the name wrong like 4 times.
It's true. I have. It's true.
He's like, every time he does it, he's trying a new one. Is this one right?
Is that right? Is it this
I
one?
think we've all done like one name wrong just a million times.
There's
Oh
this
no!
one
I
you
will
can
say
never
this.
get.
I will say this. I will say this. I'm usually very good with names. If Drake gets a name wrong, it's on purpose.
I'll
Except
hold
for
you to that.
spelling.
I'll hold you to that.
No,
Yeah.
I feel
Val is
like
very
every
much doing it
time
by
you spelled
accident.
Callie's name, it's been wrong.
That's just because Sam can't spell, but we love him anyway.
It's just the
No,
dyslexia.
no. I can spell just fine. Autocorrect is just a bitch.
Just like every time it's
Blame
different, I'm like, ooh,
autocorrect.
how is this written today?
I hate
Oh my
autocorrect so
goodness.
much.
So, you guys are pretty much all assembled. What are your plans? What do you think? Camille's like, if we can't hire a crew, what are we gonna? Number one, are they giving us the ship? Are you buying the ship?
It sounds like we are getting the ship one way or the other. I'm not exactly sure on the specifics. I think that's going to be one of the topics of discussion tonight.
Camille's like, we're not taking the ship by force.
No, absolutely.
I
not.
don't think I
But
can.
one
No,
way or
it
the other
doesn't-
with you guys gets really extreme. So I just want
Sorry,
to make sure.
No,
sorry,
it doesn't have
I-
a crew anymore, so it is up for whoever wants to have the responsibility of it. I think.
Yeah, in order to get a ship underway, you do kind of need to get a crew, unless you're doing the trick of stealing a smaller ship to get them chased after you, just so you can steal the bigger ship when you board. But I've only seen that pulled off like twice.
What way are we
Oh.
going under?
What?
What way are we going under?
Under what?
No, we're not going under there yet.
Well, I thought we
Thankfully,
said
hopefully
underway. Which way?
It's
Camille comes over and sits by you, Callie. He says, it's a term that they use when they say the boat's gonna leave.
Yes.
Oh, why don't you just say that?
Because they
too
like
long.
using
I don't know.
complicated words.
it's too long. It's easier to convey. It's shorter.
Getting ready to go. Makes sense.
That's fair.
Wait, are you speaking now, or are you still in the head? Because I'm not in the head.
Speaking.
Okay.
I'm assuming because he has the 2 people that are excluded still present, he's going to speak.
Yes. Yes. Like, I've got comms up, so that should make it easier if we all split up and choose different jobs.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm not there. I don't hear anything.
That's because I'm going with you. I'm going to help you out today.
Ooh, yeah, your boots might be really useful.
Exactly.
Your boots are made for climbing. And that's
Did you
just
order
what
And
boots?
walking all over your face while you're standing up.
One of these days, these boots are gonna climb all over
you.
So- You're gonna who's intending to go what and where? What I'm looking for.
I don't trust AM to go on their own because they almost fucking died yesterday, so I'm taking them wherever I'm going.
It's just a
Am goes-
Tuesday.
Am goes outside and instantly dies.
Oh.
Nothing even happens. He just falls down dead.
Just drops.
They trip over like the doorway.
I have
Today,
to-
watch their step and
Starts rolling, just like slides off the end
roll
of the
right off
dock.
the fucking platform.
Today is a sunny day. Oh no.
Oh no, the sun! Not like this.
Take 1d4
You'll be
wisdom
ready.
damage.
I've got the perfect gift for this. It's so dumb. It is this gift is so dumb. Please tell me I saved it. Please tell me I saved it.
Why did we use aerosols? Oh,
Chemtrails.
So
Yeah, so I elect to take
There
Ale
it is.
with me and probably Camille.
where are we going?
No idea, wherever we're needed, but you are not getting out of my sight, and neither are you.
Okay, I'm.
Neither
is
going
who?
to Task
Camille's
the
like,
crap.
Neither
"What
is
did I
Camille.
do?"
You don't do anything. You didn't do and
Thanks.
no. I mean that you didn't
No,
do
no.
anything.
It's fine. I don't do anything, and she walks in.
Oh,
no,
you fucked up.
no. I'm sorry.
Oh, by the
Naomi
way,
chasing.
By the way,
As
Camille,
she's
hold on a second.
stomping out, she kind of like looks back over her shoulder and sees Val, and she kind of just winks at him.
Oh my god.
Like,
This bitch feisty.
She's
Camille,
very feisty.
1 second, if you would.
She turns around. Yes, Drake.
I remember hearing off comms you could have used these. Considering your new garb, I'm literally just gonna pull 2 of the spare knives off with holsters and just throw them to her. I'm not throwing them at you.
They're
It's a
knives.
gentle
You don't
underhand
throw
toss.
knives.
Not really.
Like literally just underhand
So-
tosses them to her
Underhand toss with the
with
handle.
the sheet
out.
still attached.
Oh, okay. They're still in sheaths. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
still scary.
She's
I'm not gonna throw
she does
knives
her-
at somebody.
She catches them relatively. She manages to catch them, and she's like, "I have knives now." You have
Considering
knives?
what I heard you saying about your vest earlier, there's one person who has plenty of knives. I've still got like 6.
Where do
Still
you
got, like,
keep? No, you know what? I
12.
don't want to know where you keep them.
I don't want to know where he keeps that.
2 in boots.
I do.
2 under right here. You literally just put this jacket and you literally see 2 right here. And then
Already
normally
left
4
hand.
back
Camille
here,
stops.
but I only keep 2 there currently.
Camille stops. She takes the 2 knives and she kind of puts them in her bag, and she kind of stops and looks at you and says, "If you can summon knives, why do you still have knives?"
Move.
To give the illusion of safety whenever I have to disarm.
Oh, so when you disarm, you can hand them something?
Yeah.
Camille's like, interesting.
Alright. That makes sense.
I guess it does.
Interesting.
And the other thing is, you can't exactly cut a line or cut your way through a tent with a psychic blade. It tends to only really work on living things.
Oh, that's true. She says, but then you use one of these, and she like this has this little thong around her neck, and she pulls out a little blade that looks like something made on cork. It's like in corkwood. Like, one of the sailors gave it to me. Emergency knife. It floats.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most blades that have wood in them will float typically as long as the wooden
Yeah, but
handle
this is that spongy wood they use for wines.
Cork.
Huh.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So anyway, are we gonna do anything today?
No.
Why would-
I mean, there's a lot of things we could.
Lex is like, no. Says, I mean, we could go out, we could help. We could try and do just about anything.
I can heal a lot.
Yeah, I think I'd like to
I
help
think-
as well.
I think that anyone who needed healing that hasn't gotten it yet is probably beyond it.
It's a good thought, kiddo.
We can go to the
Oh, I can create food and water.
That's something we could do.
That's
Um,
something. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
strong.
Oh, that's something she could do.
she says,
Well, it's a lot, so I'll need help
well, we could,
distributing it.
well, I'm pretty sure I know one thing that we all could do that's gonna help us decide what exactly we're doing. Agerhorn may be walking around, but has anyone checked in with the captain to see when we're leaving?
I can do that.
This is why she's in charge.
Wait, I'm not in charge.
Of me.
Oh, okay.
I'm currently
Utopia.
voting you to be in charge because you're smarter than me.
I beg your pardon.
I said she's smarter than me.
Fair enough.
Yes, excellent. The housekeeper gets put in charge. That makes perfect sense.
Yes.
I mean, if they're a housekeeper, hell yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Honestly,
Are you kidding?
Honestly,
Like,
oh my God,
unironically,
employees
Have you not read the story about Mr. Belvedere?
Actually, technically, I'm a personal assistant now.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Upgraded.
I gave myself a promotion.
As you
Nice.
can be whatever you want, whatever title you want.
Queen.
Honestly,
Yes,
Hi,
Camille,
guys.
that would be
you
appropriate.
seem pretty good at helping to keep that one stable.
This is dumb.
Not quite in check. Maybe
telling her title is
well
stability.
footed.
She kind of looks at. She kind
Her
of
title is
you, Drake,
Pillar.
and she's like, they're already incredibly stable. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
Um,
Utopia's like a mountain.
A
Knock her
mountain.
over.
Lex just
Utopia-
reaches around and just slams a hand over Drake's mouth again.
Yeah, and he's getting
like,
speaking
And
for
then
just-
you're
just
we're
mentally-
buying a muzzle.
Like, what
Absolutely
is with everyone gagging me today? What the fuck?
We said everyone was going to top you today, so there you go.
period.
It's canon. Drake's the bottom. We already decided.
That's
that.
Yeah,
the bottom. We've already
It's the
discussed
notes.
this. It's in the notes.
Not
It's
again.
official.
Not
It's canon.
again.
It's going into the novelization. It's canon.
It's going into the novelization.
There
The
will be
official
a novel. There will
novelization.
be a
It's
Episode.
on the wiki. It's on the wiki.
the
It's
man.
on the wiki. It's the first thing.
For the
It says
wiki
Drake,
and
and
the
then in
novelization.
parentheses just says also known as bottom.
Yes.
Also
Drake
known as
the
bottom.
Y'all are
That will
all
be his
lucky.
title.
You
For
guys
the-
are lucky. I like y'all, or I might start stabbing people.
For the wiki and the novelization,
That
Admiral
means
is
you gotta
also
be
an
close
exotic
enough to
dancer.
me.
Okay,
That's a
perfect.
fact.
Yeah, I'll take
60
that down.
feet is
I'll
all
take
I
that down.
need.
Okay, just so we're all
the
clear.
fists have turned.
You are not safe within 60 feet.
Oh, how the fists have turned. What?
God damn it! That's my line, motherfucker. That's my line.
Oh.
I love it. I love it. I love it here.
And
I love it
cast,
so much here.
and,
love it
ca-
here.
and chat broke the cast.
I need that on a shirt. I
Wait.
love how the fists have
Fists have
turned.
We were ever whole, like
In
like,
tie-dye.
We weren't.
We love
broken
holes. We've
before.
already established.
Yeah,
it.
we're very whole
We're
positive.
wholesome.
We're very
Yeah.
whole.
But it's
We're some of a whole. We're like some of a whole.
I am,
All holes
I
matter.
am
All holes
fucking-
matter.
I am fucking not finding art for that shirt.
no, it's just tie dye.
Oh
I mean,
With
that's
the
fair.
very
Yeah, if it
particular
was
center of the tie-dye,
Or do you
right?
mean some of a hole?
yeah, yeah.
Because
Or just
Yeah,
put over
my
an image.
chart.
Put over an image of
Yeah.
a singularity.
Oh my God.
The singularity. The best.
And then the back of the shirt's got all those cool like cutout hole things.
It's just
Yes.
when you look
I
No,
at
no,
it,
the
am-
sides.
Oysters
It's when
back.
everybody used to do like the cuts and
Oh,
tie
the
the
ties.
sides. Yeah,
Yeah.
the tie sides.
Oh God, this is no.
That we're designing
I'm
merch.
I'm gonna make you a shirt like that, Sam, and you're gonna wear it because you love me.
And because M will make you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell if I've drank too much or if this is actually reality.
This is
It
happening.
is.
Yeah.
This is happening. This is
It is.
totally happening.
As I put in chat, I appreciate we're literally accomplishing nothing, and I love you. And it just goes to
Like,
all of
so-
you.
So
Oh God.
thinking on it,
Yes.
unfortunately, I'm not exactly the best builder, and I'm not the best healer. I do have one way. Perhaps I can help out, and that's through the comms. If we're all in different areas, I can help pass along messages to and from people. Could get word across the city in a matter of seconds rather than minutes or even hours.
Camille's like, I mean, he's got a point.
Got a few of them.
Got a few.
It's like I know, it's like just still mentally, it's like I know Lex, Utopia, and Aom are a bit better at the more physical labor. Perhaps they can help out with some of the repairs that way.
This actually, Camille's like, I don't really know. The only thing I thought of was go check in with the captain and see what time we're leaving. You guys got the rest of it.
I can check in with the captain first. They
And-
They know me
and Lex
already.
is in the com.
and I'm just gonna avoid my actual boss for a while because
I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to hang around with us instead,
As you guys are saying this, you see and hear like the air outside the front door of the inn kind of like blow into the open door, and you see one of the skiffs from the Lady Harpy lands in front of the building. You see like a crew of looks like, it looks like sailors, but it also looks like there's at least 1 or 2 engineers with them, come bounding off the ship, and they go trotting into the city. And the pilot on the skiff jumps off and comes walking into the inn. Rami.
Here comes trouble.
And they're like, "Hey,
I'm right here.
I mean, it's like,
The other trouble.
okay,
Just-
no, he can be trouble all he wants. I've had enough with trouble today.
Fair enough.
What?
Thank
We
you.
got a fight?
Proper
We got
titles.
another fight?
No fighting, no fighting.
No fighting.
Um,
What's going on, Rami?
So the ship is pretty much fine for travel.
That's good.
The damage was minimal, and so the captain is just going to. I don't know if you spoke to anyone yet, but the captain is leaving half the crew. So we're going to be on skeleton crew on the way back.
Jaegerhorn mentioned that.
Yes, and Jaegerhorn has said that they want to get us back to the spindle as fast as possible. So we are going to we're dumping as many supplies as we can here for the people here. We're dumping half the crew here, and then we are going to literally have a incredibly light ship, and we are going to go at full speed back to the spindle. We're going to be leaving under the cover of darkness, because there is some worry that with the amount of different types of creatures that we've been seeing sighting with the other side, especially those who are native to here, we don't know which eyes can be trusted. So we're going to try and use whatever cover we can. So from what hydrate. So from what I've seen of the plans, we're going to be doing something that I don't really like with a small crew, but we're going to be going low and fast.
Okay.
So it's going to be a wild ride. A bit rough. Ships that size, that low to the ground, and moving at those speeds, stretch. Ships that big and moving that fast, that low to the ground, are really subject to updrafts, air currents that will, even a ship that large is going to feel them because of just, like I said, the sheer velocity.
Velocity and lack of weight. That makes sense.
Yeah, we knocked around like a balloon.
Yeah,
So-
sounds fun.
Yeah, so I just wanted to prepare you guys because the word has come down that we are leaving it.
Okay.
Okay.
And
If you need any help, just let me know. I know my way around ships.
actually, you guys gonna need to probably be getting your stuff over to the ship and getting on the ship a little bit early. Apparently, you guys are supposed to be having dinner with Jaegerhorn,
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
so that's been moved to.
What do you mean they? You're one of us now.
Yeah, you're one of us now. What are you talking
One
about? It's
of us.
they business.
One of us.
Yes.
I mean, technically, Jaegerhorn's still my boss.
Oh, thank you so much for the gifted sub, Admiral Redbeard. I love you very much.
What kind of exotic dancer would you like to be in the novelization?
That is not a
Very
prize for
careful.
gifting subs.
Be very
literally.
careful.
No matter what kind of exotic dancer, he's dancing to Hot Stuff by Donna Summer.
Period.
I will not change my mind on that.
I feel like I need to
Wait.
make him make this TikTok now.
Wait, does he have a sequin silver thong?
I was
That
No, but I
is
could probably
like
make one.
like his personal disco light.
I could probably make one.
Bowie. Okay,
Bowie.
got it.
Bowie
I mean,
style.
is Bowie an
Wait.
exotic dancer?
Is
I
Admiral
can't
coming
imagine
to
like a
Gen Con?
Bowie-inspired dancer.
Bowie is anything
Yeah.
he wants. To.
I'd be,
Yeah, like a
wait,
I'd be down. I'd be down.
Everyone, just remember, the Goblin King was a lot of people's first awakening
Oh, for
Very
sure.
true.
because
true.
of that cod piece.
Yeah.
Them pants, yo.
Yeah.
Them
Pants.
pants.
Those
Pants.
were that.
That was
Those are something like it.
Those were
Pants.
painted on
Pants.
bitches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're jeggings.
No, they were
A lot
brown.
of
They're
people
not
pregnant.
jegging.
A lot of people pregnant. He walked into a room, pregnant.
Is
Everybody
it
pregnant.
Brian?
About to make everybody up in this room pregnant.
All right, so you guys are, but no, Remy says, I'll take that as an honorific. I mean, we really have a lot to do right now. How about we reprise that situation when we get to the spindle?
Sure.
What
Sounds good.
kind of help does everyone need?
Actually, for the most part, you guys can, I guess, help around here as best you can. I mean, I know there's a lot of buildings that need to be shorn up as much as possible. There was a lot of structural damage done by the bombs. The fires did a lot of structural damage. There's gonna be a lot of demo that needs to be done. If you guys want to work for a few hours, you guys can probably find it. That's not the issue. The issue is, as I said, you guys need to be back to the ship well before dusk.
Before dusk.
Well,
Before
I guess
dusk
I'm
it
in
is
luck. Literally everything I own and need is literally right here on my belt. So,
Yeah, the rest of everything I own is in my room.
And so, yeah, if you guys, you actually, you want me to take the stuff back to the ship, I can just take it right now while I'm here.
Yes.
Sure. I'll be back.
Yeah, go
I'm
grab
gonna.
it. Go grab your stuff, and I'll take everything to the ship for you. Anyone who has anything extra left in the room, that is.
Then I'm gonna run upstairs and get my stuff.
Does anyone else have anything? Camille's like, I'll go get our stuff. He runs up to the stairs.
I mean, I just have my backpack.
as soon as they're out of earshot, discover our stuff.
It's ours.
There you go, moving up in the world.
Well, yeah, they both have stuff. It's their stuff.
I love Callie so much.
Oh, Callie. Oh, Callie.
Oh,
a
you
baby.
sweet summer pet. I'm just a baby.
Like, there is there.
Just a
Yes,
baby.
yes, indeed. There's two people I'm tutoring now.
So, will you accept payment in the form of the ship for the tutoring?
Deal.
Okay.
Wait, who else are
Remy's
you
looking
tutoring?
back and forth. Is like, when did they give you the ship?
I mean, they said that we could probably have it and that we could get a crew when we get to the spindle.
So
I could also buy it. Either way.
I have no idea. I was just confused because I hadn't heard anything yet. So
Well, let's just say we had a conversation and it was brought up the fact of considering what we're trying to do, who the higher power is we're kind of working for, and the fact of we kind of need someplace a little bit more mobile and well defensible if we're going to be going up against more bullshit that we've been going through. Having a ship like that on hand will mean we don't have to rely on anyone but ourselves and whoever decides to come with us. So,
yes, all that is true. But there's something you probably want to know.
The ship is uninhabitable because it's haunted.
Wrong. I don't know if it's haunted or not. There's probably a lot of people have died on that ship.
We have a crew then.
Val's coming back
What?
down with
That-
his stuff.
That doesn't. I don't-
Is the
I
ship?
don't-
We'll
Is the
have
ship?
a skeleton crew.
I don't
Is the
think
ship
that-
alive? What?
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
exactly think it'll work like that.
Are you guys
Callie.
always like this?
Yes.
bit,
Like
yeah.
what?
Yes.
Or
Oh my
10% of the
God.
time.
Think
I
I've just
feel like I need to get a feather on a string and just bounce it over your heads.
That would work.
that
That's
feels
insulting.
racist.
That feels racist. Racist.
Oh,
Oh, as a cat
Val,
shifter.
Val looks at Lex like, "Oh my gosh!"
Oh,
no,
God,
you're
she's a
switched.
Baxi. I forgot she was a Baxi.
No,
literal
she's a
cat.
switch stripe
Oh, there's-
shifter.
that's
whose
right.
Cat, like literal cat ears, start shifting on her head.
We love our cat girls.
Just want to scratch it.
Aeom's like scratching Lex behind me.
Just like the head tilts. To
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like-
All right, so you guys are.
Like, so what is
off
the
for a
problem
side.
then?
There isn't.
What is
a
the something we should
problem.
know? There isn't a problem. It was a something you
There's
should
just
know.
an issue that you should know. there's a lot of the crew were dead on the ship. Okay.
Yep.
And when our men boarded the ship after they let it air out for a bit, they went through, but a lot of the senior officers, including the captain, are not among the dead.
That means they're
Really?
gonna come back for the ship.
That means that they have more than one ship.
They probably used one of the smaller craft to get away.
Or they
No,
dissolved.
I can tell you that he has more than one.
How do you know that he has more than one ship?
Are you working for him?
Because
It's not okay.
he's known to have a flotilla,
Makes sense.
a group of ships that
Oh, I
are
know what the
under
flotilla
his
is.
ownership and command, that he has under different captains who has served under him. He basically has a small navy.
That's fun.
So if you take that ship, you're definitely going to have a bullseye on you.
Actually,
Unless we repaint it.
considering what we're trying to do,
I'm really good at sewing.
It
I can make a new
might-
flag.
it might open up some negotiations.
Let's think about all of this and discuss it later. It seems to be a lot happening with that ship right now, and
Hold on.
and more important things are afoot.
I
It's
mean,
like pulling out the small notebook, just going through it. Being friends with a dread pirate might not be a bad idea.
Are you
I'm
becoming
very
a
good at
dread?
making friends.
Are you becoming a dread pirate?
Well, think about it this way. If we're doing what we need to be doing, it would probably help to have as many allies as we can, right?
from
And by
Remy
becoming
says,
pirates, we get allies.
from what I saw, I mean, you guys saw more than I did. From what
Yeah.
I saw, the pirates were helping the Devil Army.
Yeah, we don't want to be associated with either of those.
Well,
guys.
I was just gonna say, I don't know how much they're going to like if they're gonna give you the time of day.
Remy.
Oh,
Are there ships that we could maybe procure that are about the of the same caliber as this ship at the Spindle, by chance?
I mean, there's not much out there. The Navy took a big hit. The shipyard was toast.
Right.
So
Look,
Would there be a way for us to to change the appearance of that ship, kind of retrofit it or whatever it is we need to do to make it not look like itself currently?
a ship of that size? It would take months.
Shit.
Look, there's a reason I say this. And this is something you're going to have to trust me on.
Do I?
There is a good reason, and he's actually gonna he's not gonna take it, he doesn't take it out of the actual thing, but he actually pulls something out of the back of the jacket and actually pulls out what looks like a very nicely made saber. Almost like a rapier saber.
That's new.
Captains typically carry one of these for a reason. Just put it back in.
Telling me that you're a captain?
Let's just say runs in the family.
Oh no.
If we meet them, I might be able to at least have a conversation.
Drake. Are you telling us right now that you are kin with pirates?
And if I am,
I just want confirmation. I can't do shit about your blood. I'm sorry.
Remy goes la 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 la.
And also,
it's
also
like
that.
actually that's a good idea. It starts talking in head, or talking the head. Typically, especially to navigate around the ships such as the little small black ones flying around the city yesterday, you have to have a bit of psionics in you. It's how you control them. Considering what I'm able to do, is it really that surprising?
Thank you very much for the sub, Sax from the Sax Bard. Oh, wait, oh no! Thank you very much for gifting subs, my beautiful wife.
Oh, okay. Which kind of exotic dancer do you want to be in the novelization?
You get to pick what type of exotic dancer you get to be in the novelization, baby.
Yeah.
It's a new tier level for our Patreon.
That's a new
Exotic
Patreon.
dancer tier.
Usually you sub to Patreons to see the exotic dancers. This Patreon makes you
You're the exotic dancer. I got shifts open on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Which one do you want?
Me and my
And then-
Thursdays are open.
Listen, my sister does have a secret Twitter, so if you want to be drawn as an exotic dancer, that's going to be another tier.
Nice.
Hands just go up.
How many subs?
I don't know.
I'm
I'll
gonna
ask
mean this
her.
for reasons.
She's literally
Asking
cornered.
for a
She's
friend.
cornered the tasteful nudes fantasy market.
Nice.
She does really gorgeous, like fine art style, like nudes
Hell
of people's
yes.
fantasy characters, D&D, and like fantasy,
I'm here for this.
fantasy, Final Fantasy 14.
I may need to commission some art of
Yeah, I'll drop her Discord in the
Same,
chat.
same.
character for reasons.
Mhm.
We
Asking
need
for a
tasteful
friend.
nude barbarian Lex.
Yes. Draw me like one of your French girls.
Literally.
Draw me like one of your French cat girls. Let's
She
keep
does
things-
draw cat girls. She
let's
draws
keep
cat
things-
girls,
let's
bunny
keep
girls.
things in canon, okay?
Nico, Nico, Nico.
Nico, Nico, Nico.
Like
I
Nico,
have to
Nico,
do
Nico.
that election now. I need to.
Oh my god.
I think we've gone from Nico Nico Ni to Ara Ara.
Look,
Wait,
I made a mistake.
Damn
I made a
cringe.
mistake. I
Yeah.
made no. You stop. I made a mistake. I restarted the new Monster Hunter, and I accidentally said it in Japanese because I forgot. That is exactly what they say in Japanese at the very start of the game, and I was not ready.
Hey, Sam.
No, don't you dare! Don't you do it! Don't you do it! Mm.
Oh,
talking
God.
ooh speak.
Brain
for
go
violent man
burn.
from now on.
Sam,
I am not a
Hey,
violent
that
person.
you wouldn't dare.
Sam,
Sam
but you're
hates the
Oni-chan.
uwu.
Don't you even.
Oni-chan.
Oni-chan.
Oppa.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I love Kingdoms of Mist.
You know what?
I
Liz?
do.
You know what? Payback.
1 hour of actual D&D, the rest is chaos. That's all I can give you people.
Wait, there's actual
Wait,
D&D?
we play D&D?
No, God!
Hi.
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I love it. I love it here. I
Oh
love
my
it.
God, perfectly timed again.
I love it.
I love it here.
Ugh.
Oh, God. Okay, so
Anyway,
kind
this
of-
Drake
Remy-
came with pirates. That was the last. That
Yes,
was
that was the
last.
last.
So yeah, Val was like, "We'll table that whole thing for later. That's not a discussion I want to have right now." Coming back to that.
Wow.
So what can we do about this ship? Looking at
Oh.
Remy.
I mean, to hide it, nothing. It's a giant ship painted black.
Okay. Well, I guess that will be
Actually, I don't know how much of it's painted, and they may have just scorched the outside wood to make it black, so that's even worse.
They burned it.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
called blacken.
Like chicken.
That makes
doesn't seem
sense.
safe. I can make food. I can make lots of food.
No. He was just saying, what can we do to hide the ship?
Oh.
And I don't think there's anything we can really directly do to hide the ship.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you're going to change the profile of the ship to make it look different, you're looking at changing the structure of the ship. I mean, I could design it and do it, but like I said, it would take a big crew and a lot of time. That's not a small ship.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's-
That makes sense.
all
That
I'm
makes
saying
sense.
is if we encounter, there's a big possibility that it may not just be everyone as part of their alliance is on board with it. It
Well-
may have been that specific ship captain was. Maybe he wasn't even in his right mind being controlled by those things. We honestly don't know. Thankfully, I know a bit of code work involving flags, and if we're flying that and see another vessel, I can at least attempt to negotiate peaceful talks before things get messy.
Well, I suppose we'll be crossing that bridge when we get to it, won't we?
There we go.
No, I haven't. I'm. This is not enthusiasm. This is acquiescence. So, about helping around here.
I mean, I don't. Oh, helping around here? Yeah, no, you can find. There's gonna be plenty of people looking for work. She kind of grabs up. Camille comes back down about this time. She kind of gets all the stuff from Camille, and she says, "Is this everything everyone's sending over to the ship? Everyone got everything else they need? All right."
Yeah, I grabbed Aeon's stuff from their room as well and brought it down. Like handed it over with my own. Because that's the kind of friend I am.
So you guys, she takes all the gear and she says, "I'll put this back in the staterooms you guys were originally assigned. So they're still going to be your berths until you guys leave the ship."
All right. Will you be joining us for dinner with Jaegerhorn tonight?
I don't know. I don't know if I was invited or not. So
I'm inviting
Join
you.
the group.
well, I thank you again. But yeah, if you're inviting me, I can make an appearance. She says that's no big deal. I don't think there's a lot of formalities currently on the ship. So I guess I'll see you guys there.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, you will.
So what we're gonna do for the next remaining period of time is you guys are going to basically be helping with everything that all the damage that's happened here. Because remember, when those ships were flying over, they were literally dropping barrels of Greek fire onto these wooden structures. So
Right.
there was all kinds of fire damage. The ship crashed into that building across the street. That building's like almost demolished. So there's a lot of stuff to do. So you guys do not have any trouble finding people who need help. You spend a very grueling, like about 6-7 hours of just it's not menial labor, you know, because you're doing everything you can to help out. You're basically snapping out the burnt out timbers, pulling apart the buildings that are collapsing, doing everything you can to make things safer for the people who are still here. Because like a half-burnt structure could collapse at any second, and if there's someone being dumb and looking through the structure for something, that could lead to a serious accident. So they're just taking all the normal precautions, and so they basically go through a lot of that type of work. So by the time you guys are walking back down the dock towards the ship, it's getting on. It's probably about 4-ish in the afternoon, basically very late afternoon, coming up on early evening. As you guys are walking down the dock, you see that there's a lot of other people like moving around on the dock as well. You see that ships are kind of tied off on the docks in very haphazard moorings. Like normally they moor the ship up all along the side of the ship that's up against the dock, but these ships are having to be moored by like only 1 or 2 moors at the front of the ship, and they're kind of literally parked like they're level, but the dock is like this, so they're literally like parked up, butted against the dock. You can also see that out towards where the dock gets the steepest, someone has literally been building stairs on the outside of the dock themselves, because it's when you get out to the edge of the platform, it's very, very steep, and the incline is the grading is very, very hard, and so they put some stairs out to give people traction and ways to move around, but there's no ships tied out there anymore. Those have been moved somewhere else. You see the Lady Harpy. Looks a little beaten up, banged up, but there is it's moored on one end, and there is a large gangplank that's been extended to the dock, and it's kind of like, it's not like the gangplank you used before, which was like that giant platform that stuck out that came off the Lady Harpy. This is literally like a 4-foot wide gangplank that's like 20 feet long going to the ship, and it is out over air. So you guys start walking across the ship. As you do, there is not even you guys look around, and there's like no one on the ship. You know what I mean? It's well, there's a few people there, but everyone's number one, everyone's at a purpose of some kind, and number two, there's just not nearly as many people as when you were last on this ship. And that was literally 24 hours ago. So it's kind of a dramatic change. As you guys are walking on the ship, the captain of the ship is standing up near the external bridge, which is basically a bridge that's actually on deck. And he kind of like sees you guys coming on ship, and he kind of walks over towards you, and he says, I was told to inform you that we are going to be disembarking the moment we hit full dark, and that we will be staying low for the first bit of time and then gaining altitude. So Jaegerhorn has asked if that you can postpone the meal until later in the evening, because the ship will be under great turbulence while we're still at low altitude.
It's going to be a bumpy ride, in other words.
Much later.
That sounds like fun.
It's gonna be a fun ride.
So no hammocks. I'm feeling like no hammocks.
Like, oh no, hammocks are fine. Just make sure you lace yourself in.
You can do that?
Ben, if we go hard enough,
I'll show you how. Trust
Okay.
me.
Yeah,
that can actually be fun because like Callie said, you can just.
Oh yeah, no, it's great.
Okay.
Holding their
Most
mouth,
of the
just
most of the
crying out
hammocks
for
are meant
love.
are
Oh my
made
God.
just for that purpose. It'll help keep you semi-stable even if the ship is rocking back and forth.
Yeah, maybe not so much
Oh.
fun for you, Aeon, but
Oh,
the kid might have some fun.
Just don't drink
Yeah.
this time and you'll be fine.
I think I'm gonna stay away from alcohol for the next little while.
That's
Probably
probably a
about-
good
smart.
idea.
the next 150 years.
I
I
don't
don't
think I
drink
live
very
that
much.
long, so I guess till death.
I haven't made it to 150 years either. It's okay.
What?
What?
She's an elf. They live a long time.
But like how? Wait, how old are you, Callie?
Yeah, how old is Callie?
I gotta double check now.
She's actually 300 years old. And you just forgot.
Literally.
That'd be hilarious.
I like beats.
Never mind. She's 236.
Oh, never.
Never mind. I've made it to 200. It's fine.
Well,
Oh.
75 is teenage.
Wow.
And 150 is young adult. So yeah, you're an adult.
I'm an adult.
You're a full-on grown up.
I growed up.
You growed up real good.
I did grow up good.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Yeah.
stunted.
Little
But
You're a little vitamin
Emotionally,
D.
or
You're a little vitamin D deficient, but
I'm deficient of many vitamins.
so you guys are. The captain's like, yes. So we will. I recommend you stay to quarters until we sound the all clear and come to altitude. He says, I appreciate if you want to help with anything, but unless you are trained sailors, this is going to be very difficult, and I would much rather you stay, in your quarters where we'll at least know where we are, where we will at least know where you are on the ship.
I'll help out topside. I've got the equipment and knowledge for it.
Says, The captain kind of looks at you as if you wish. He says, "What's your specialty?"
Rigging.
Like, all right, I'll put you with the tops master. He'll get you an assignment. We definitely could use the help. Now, in this case, these ships don't use sail, but they still have rigging because they have the Ethernets that draw in the energy that is used to power the crystals. And
Yep.
what the topsmen do on this is those sails are made of copper wire, and so it's very, very fine and breaks very easily. So they have to constantly be mended in really rough trips. They can be brought down, but they do not collect energy when they're all bundled up as well. Mainly because when they're bundled up against each other, they kind of like lose their charge, and larger sources of metal don't actually conduct the electricity as well as smaller, thinner sources. So you actually lose a lot by like trying to put a giant metal wire going across to catch it. So that's why they use those fine meshes of the copper wire. So that's what the topsmen mainly do on these ships is they keep the sail intact. It's probably the most delicate thing on the ship, and so it's a pretty big responsibility, and yeah, it takes some special training to be able to. So after you guys, he goes, go and go check your rooms if you want to. He's like, I'll send the topsman to you, and we'll get you settled. He's like, the rest of you, please stay to your quarters until you're called for.
Is there a way that we can clean up on the ship anywhere? Or no?
You just gotta take your clothes and shake them off.
No.
Just looks at himself covered in blood. We'll have our opportunity once we get there, I'm sure.
Is there anywhere?
Some of you have access to magic. Can't you just, magic it away?
I can create food and water? Maybe I can take the water.
I think it creates like either 5 or 10 gallons of water.
It's quite a bit of water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Bit of
do
water.
that. I'm gonna do that. I need a bath. I can't do this. I can't do this.
You're gonna get a tub.
Yep.
Camille's just like looks at you and she just like shakes her head. It's like, oh.
I
Get
don't.
used to it.
What?
Camille literally looks at Am and goes, "You can take the princess out of the castle."
But you can't take the castle out of the princess.
What? I feel gross.
Yes,
I
we all feel gross.
So, do you want a
It's-
bath too?
No.
I don't want to waste water, and I don't want to waste time.
But I can make the water.
Once a day.
Yes, but what does that cost you to do?
I don't care. I just want to be clean.
And
Kiddo,
what if-
you're gonna have to get used to this.
And
This is kind of the life.
Oh no!
and
I've been
what if we-
trying.
and what if we get jumped? And
Need
that
I
one,
remind you
and
of
that
the
one
Winter
last,
Guard?
and that one last spell slot that you had could have saved me from getting eaten by something.
Okay.
She makes a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I like her.
Okay.
She's got good logic.
Hey, that's why she's in charge of me because she's. I always knew
She's
I
in
was
charge
going.
of all of us.
I always knew I was
Cool.
going to have some kind of handler. So.
Camille,
Yes.
as her father, I approve.
Oh,
It's like, don't some
I'm
of you
not in charge.
don't some
no,
of you with
not-
magic have
not
the
a-
ability to just magic away dirt stuff
Not at the moment,
What?
no.
No.
out of
They're
character?
good for
No
you.
one has prestidigitation.
I didn't
Fuck
take it.
no, man.
No.
That's not a druid spell.
Liz, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, she's muted.
I forgot that I self-muted because I was laughing. I was like, Avala's either didn't take it or was being spiteful to Drake.
Either one of
Both
those
are
things could be
totally
very
fine.
true.
Yeah.
Why not both?
Why not both?
Both is good.
Oh yeah, both are good.
All right,
Both.
so both. All right.
Both.
So, are you guys are in your cabins? Drake, you're gonna be up running with the topsman. He asks you like a litany of questions that you're able to answer because you do have prior sailing experience. Once he's satisfied that you know what you're doing, he just basically he signs you to the first mast, and he says, we're going to be doing a lot of tight maneuvers. He says we're going to be hitting some high gales. He says just make sure you keep those lines taut and make sure that we don't get a lot of severs. We're going to need all the energy to the crystals we can get, so we're going to need everything running at full efficiency.
Not a problem.
He says, in the meantime, and he goes and he gestures, and there's a woman standing there, and she's like got a climbing harness. She's kind of like wrapping around her forearm. And he's like, he says, "This is Amelia. Like, this is normally her post with her partner, but he has been assigned to shore to Eve. She was going to do it herself." He says, "Amelia, this is," and she's like, "Oh yeah, one of the heroes." And he says, "Yeah, but he's also a sailor." He's like, "You're senior. He's under you. If he falls off the ship and dies, you don't get dessert." And then Totsman walks away.
He literally just takes the two things out of it, or the two parts of his boots that are kind of like also like kind of slide over his gloves, and then just runs like literally one hand and foot on the mast, kind of handing off. And just like, shall we?
Like, sure. And she snaps her harness around the mast, and she starts just like, she literally is like flipping the rope up, and she runs up the post. I mean, you've seen plenty of experienced topsmen.
Yep. It's normal.
Yeah, getting up and down quick is the key to survival for the part. Once she gets up to the top, she's she begins checking all the connections, the guy wires, making sure all the feeder lines for the charge are set up. And the mast hasn't been unfurled yet, and the masts unfurl from side to side and go down. So there's a center mast, and there's two smaller masts off the side of it, and it unfurls the sail that way. And she's kind of like hanging there, and she's looking at you as you guys are waiting for the order to unfurl the sails. And she kind of is looking at you, and she says, "What exactly is a sailor doing adventuring?"
Well, not everyone starts out as adventurers. Sometimes life just throws you a curveball, and you just roll with it.
Okay. Well, I guess that's an explanation. All right. Well, he says, Topsman said you know your business. He says, I usually go right. You got left.
Sounds good.
All right. She says, if you need any extra equipment, she says everything is at the base. Because the bucket has more tacks. The extra spool line is in a case beside it. Do you already have a blade for cutting line?
Several.
As should be. Because all right, so we won't be seeing anything rough until we actually get well underway and away from the city. Because
not without consent.
There's that mute button.
I had to contribute. I had
Disappeared. I literally just straight up vanished for a second.
Yeah.
And now he's quiet.
I like I'm so lost.
I think he can totally unmute himself. So.
Yes,
Maybe?
I can.
Yes, he can.
Can't keep a good man down.
she's there. You guys are kind of sitting up there waiting. There is 3 bells that chime, which, as you guys know from the short previous trip you had, it means that basically you're getting underway. As the underway, Callie, is when a ship leaves the dock.
Leaving. Where's it going? I don't understand. why you
Aeom
just don't
standing
say
in
going.
rapt attention. What does that mean?
So you
3
guys-
bells. What does that mean? It means hold on to something.
Yeah, the ship pulls off, is like kind of just sinks away from the dock, and it basically, and this is what you can see, Drake, as it sinks below the dock. Once the masts clear, the ship turns, and it's still descending. You know that a ship this size should never get more than like Well, honestly, never more than 100 feet close to the ground because of trees and clearance. But they're descending down to like maybe 50 feet, if that. So the ship itself is dangerously close to the ground.
It's like a chopper flying 5 to 7 meters above the water.
Yeah. And as they start moving forward, the ship begins to pick up speed. A ship like this, normally, if you had to convert it into miles per hour, because I'm not going to do knots. If a ship like this,
Knots is complicated.
yeah, a ship's like this.
Knots are
normally,
complicated.
Unless you're a professional.
or a really determined amateur. Go ahead. But you know that a ship like this would normally be able to cruise at about 25-30 miles an hour safely, just because of what it does to the buffeting winds and everything like that when it's in atmosphere. Outside of atmosphere, it can go much faster.
Mm-hmm.
They're going faster than that within moments. Number one, confirms that they're running incredibly light because the engine should not be able to get this size up to that speed that quickly without doing serious damage to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So they're running very light, and the ship is already maneuvering, and it's following. You can see now that it's following a riverbed going out, and it's using the riverbed to stay even lower. But as it's doing that, the ship is making some drastic movements. And as it does so, wind currents across the deck are changing drastically, and you can already see it. Some of those little copper lines are coming frayed out and breaking and snapping. You've got a spool of the copper line on your belt. All you do is you restring the line and you snap it into place, and then you keep on maintaining lines in that so it can keep keep on drawing energy in from the aether.
Yep.
Inside atmospheres, sails are incredibly necessary because there's very little ether inside the atmosphere. Outside in space, there's much more, and it's much more easy to draw in. Sails are still used, but it's much more plentiful. So,
And it's a lot easier to maintain. Because of the less air drag, also easier to maintain.
Yep. It's when you're in atmosphere that the sails take the most damage. So,
What the fuck?
what? I don't even want to know.
I'm not even gonna look. I've got it minimized. I'm not even gonna look.
Oh God.
I don't want to know. Judging by their reactions, I don't want to know.
No one ever wants to know. So,
Everyone wants to know.
but the ship spends you are kept very, very busy for the next like 2 hours as
Perfect.
the ship keeps on moving through these low channels, and crosswinds come up. The ship is bucking, and there's huge jarring motions inside the ship where you guys are sitting in your quarters. You know, those of you who don't decide to strap yourselves into a hammock, you are tossed around like ragdolls. Even if you try and brace, some of these motions are huge. Like the ship, at one point, the ship, like you're slammed against the floor as the ship probably goes up like 100 feet as the ship itself has to like dodge an unexpected outcrop. And it's basically, it ain't fun. Once you guys, after about 2 hours, the ship begins to raise and come up to a normal cruising altitude. As it does so, there is much less turbulence. It actually doesn't go high enough to get into the upper winds in the atmosphere. It's just pretty much at a cruising altitude, probably about 700-800 feet in the air. And everyone else on the ship seems to relax. Your partner, Amelia, she kind of looks at you and she says, "All right, so we'll make the last tie-offs here. She's up here. We shouldn't have any problems. If you want to kick off, you can. I can maintain the rest."
Wait,
Because
say
we're
that
gonna
one
be
more time.
She says, "If you want to kick off, I can maintain the rest, because we're going to be going hard all night. So it's going to be a long evening."
Nah, I got rest earlier. I'm fine to keep going. Besides, we got a skeleton crew. I'm
Yeah.
used to sailing, so might as well help out.
This is very well. We'll spell each other for meals and other problems later.
Sounds good.
And so you're gonna basically be kept up all night, doing normally what you would have been doing on a ship had you been part of crew.
And it'll give Drake an excuse to be lazy later.
Yes. And in the meantime, rocks fall and everyone else dies.
Alright, what is this? Oh my
We're-
I'm actually dying.
Y'all are incorrigible.
Oh, it's so bad.
You knew this.
There's a reason
Dollar
it's in chat. If you're playing, don't pay attention to chat. That's
There,
you're deep in the P,
bad.
in the RP.
Knee deep in the feet.
Knee deep in the pee, baby.
Knee deep in the
deep in the pee.
That's my
Oh.
other band.
I'm pretty sure
can't
the
breathe.
pee
Oh, my
is
face
somebody's sex tape.
Oh my god.
So, I was gonna say, since we're headed to the Spindle, and that's gonna be the last, probably the last big arc on Elatris, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up for the night.
Finally,
That, and I think that if you guys laugh,
all night.
if you guys laugh
All
anymore, I think
night
you're all
long.
Raw
gonna,
dog in this
you're all
all
gonna
night long.
suffocate.
Raw.
I think if you guys laugh anymore, you're all gonna suffocate anyway. So.
I'm
My
literally
face
gonna
literally
die.
hurts.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a
Oh
way to
my
die.
god. My face
Oh.
hurts.
I swear, I would love to have some way to give access to that chat somewhere.
We have to save it.
I've been saving the past couple.
Yes.
Did you save
I can
this one? 'Cause
hold
if
on.
not,
I can
will
copy all of
I
it and
haven't-
paste it into the notes.
Yeah, I haven't saved them yet, but
Oh,
or I
no.
haven't like edited them so I can share them yet.
Oh
But-
God, that is a fucking stream of consciousness.
They-
Oh my
they-
God.
They
I don't-
copy
I don't-
really
I don't-
weird.
I don't know if you can call that consciousness. or
No,
not.
that is
that is just a stream,
yeah.
It's a stream. It's a steady stream.
Ray.
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologize for
You-
anything
No.
I've caused,
Yeah.
but I will say once again, thank you for letting me be part of the chaos.
You're welcome.
We love that you're here.
A sweet tea
Yes, we
special.
do.
It is good to have my partner in crime in yet another game.
Oh, and Celtic Reverend King got a hydrate in too, so we got to.
Oh God,
Yes.
I am so drunk.
Just drink
Well,
water.
maybe start
Just
drinking
drink
water,
water.
bitch.
Water.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm saving
I
the
did
chat
end up
right
at almost
now.
half the bottle.
Ugh.
What even kind
I
of
already
vodka
got
is
it.
that?
I got it pinned in
It's
the
What
notes.
vodka.
is that?
It's vodka.
Yeah, I
Vodka.
can see that's vodka.
It's
What kind of vodka?
Finlandia.
Is that
Uh,
Finlandia.
Finlandia. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
40%.
Finlandia.
Ah, Finland.
I couldn't tell if it was Three Olives or Finlandia based just solely
Yeah,
on the
just
color
on
of the
the-
label. 'cause
yeah.
it's
It-
the
it-
color of blue.
At
I'm
least
just-
it's not Grey Goose.
I'm just
Yeah, oh,
asking
God.
this to see if I'm gonna need to call you tomorrow. Do you have to work tomorrow?
I do.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I gotta be up at 4. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I can't. Absolutely not.
Wow.
Oh my god.
To unofficially quote Syndrome, you dense motherfucker.
Dead motherfucker.
I have not had this good of a night in forever.
Well,
you guys are phenomenal.
All right.
I am glad
Oh my
we could
God.
give you a wonderful
It's the
night.
full moon.
Oh yeah.
And it's a
Blame
full
the full
moon.
moon.
Yes, full moon energy.
Super moon.
I blame
Yeah.
Cassie.
You guys
I
are-
brought the super
Cassie
moon.
caused the moon.
Do it, Cassie.
Cassie
Alright.
calls the moon.
Liz, where can people find you on the amazing, amazing interwebs?
You can find me at various variations of @MissLiss or @MissLiss2. And then you can find me back here on Saturday for Monster Hearts. And I'm so excited because I get to go on my date.
Nice.
Another date.
What could go wrong?
No, because we're trying to level up, so hopefully nothing.
Are we trying to level up? Then we want something to go wrong.
I
And
mean,
nothing will go
my
wrong.
dice are apparently cursed to not roll
Oh no.
to
no,
make
no.
me level up. I've leveled up once.
Oof.
I've leveled up twice,
No.
I think.
It's fine because you want to roll a 6 or lower to level up in Monster Hearts. It's great.
Yeah.
And
You
my
basically
dice
want
just
to fail.
no. My
Yeah,
dice are like, you're gonna pass.
phenomenally fuck up.
Yep.
I do
So
love
speaking
myself a level up.
speaking of the Monster Heart situation, the person that I can't announce yet that we're doing the special event at Gen Con with They have. We're talking about doing a Monster of the Week game.
I saw.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that should be very.
Mm.
That should be very fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna run, but it should be interesting.
Mm.
Level up dice. What?
Yeah. Level up dice.
Okay, cool. I know what level up dice is. They're pretty.
They're
Okay.
very pretty. These ones are signed by Laura Bailey.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Nice.
I don't
That's
roll them
bragging
because
rights.
they hate me.
Oh my god.
But I
Did you
keep
go?
them
Did
'cause
you
they're
get her to
pretty.
sign it at a con, or did they come sign?
No, I saw her at a con and I was like, I have to bring my beautiful dice.
Oh, I need to show you guys something. And I still haven't gone to. This is something I did, and there's only 3 of these that exist in the world. Oh, it's so dusty.
Dust.
That's
It's
what she
so
said.
Dusty. Yeah.
Sam, no.
Don't do it, Sam.
No.
Look, we all saw the grandma in American Pie. Just saying.
I don't
This
think
is
I've
how
ever
it
actually
started.
seen
We've
American
come full
Pie.
circle. Everything is cyclical.
Telling you, time is a circle. That is why clocks are round.
So I had this done, and I have one. The guy who made this for me has another one, and I sent one to Matt Mercer, and I've seen it on his shelves in his study, so I know he has it.
Wow.
So I've been trying to get to an event where they're at, but I haven't had any luck. And the reason is I want Matt and, well, as many of the cast to sign it as possible. But this is the Critical Role source book, and I had it custom bound.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
That is downright sexy.
That is legit sexy.
That is sexy.
Oh my
Almost dropped it.
god.
This is
I
Spanish.
almost like that
this
better
is
than mine.
This is a goat leather imported from Spain. It
Mm.
is custom bound and custom binded.
Look at you,
Hot
you
damn.
fancy
It's-
motherfucker! You.
Yeah.
It's
I
hand,
feel
it's
like-
hand, it's hand stitched bound. And I also, the guy who did this, I love his work so much. He
I'm
also
jealous.
did. I also,
Say
have
mine's
a,
better.
I also have a.
Oh yeah, you showed me that one a long time
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
I want to get into bookbinding.
Oh my
It's
god.
so pretty.
I literally made
my
a
God, I
book
love
the
it.
other week, and I was like, "This is actual hell." Like-
Oh my.
Here it is.
Oh, it's so.
Oh,
Sexy.
Gorgeous.
Smash.
Mm.
that
Absolutely
is
smash.
some book
Smash
porn.
book.
That right there is some book
Absolutely,
porn.
it is.
100% smash.
Oh yeah,
Oof.
total book porn. But
Anybody who passes
baby.
on that is insane.
Ada.
one of the things, one of the
Yeah,
things he and I,
turn
one of the
on-
things he and I talked about for doing for a big giveaway sometime is we're going to do a set of Dinner and a Game, the box set, the Player's Guide, the Monsters Manual, and the DMG. We're gonna do a box set, custom bound, leather bound, with the Dinner and a Game logo,
Oh
like
my
Critical Role logo
God.
is.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Nice. That's badass.
So
It's
I'm
like, tell me where it's at.
Literally.
Tell me how much I have to pay to just win that month.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
you don't understand how stupid expensive this is.
Yeah, no, bookbinding is
Bookbinding, it's
freaking expensive.
Yeah.
No,
And
oh, no, I
It's
know.
a bitch.
It's hand done, so it's amazing.
Yeah.
But sorry, I didn't mean to get all distracted. I just love those
Thank
items.
you
No,
for
no,
the
that was
book
awesome.
porn.
Yes.
For book porn.
That was
Yeah.
Horny for
gorgeous.
bucks.
Absolutely.
Wait. Speaking of porn, Sam, where can people
What?
find you on the massive interwebs?
Whoa, what the fuck?
Perfect. I love it. Yes.
Ooh,
What?
got me all hot and bothered.
Flip it.
Trying to connect those dots is like,
Is that the Warriors
Yeah,
wolf
Mr.
tail
Goldberg.
now too? Like,
Just Sam, just read the chat at some point. You'll like, hold on.
I gotta get.
No, Sam, do your outro first.
Yeah,
No,
do your
see,
outro.
see, I
Yeah.
hadn't had the chance to top Sam yet. There you go.
well, none of us have.
Oh, God damn it!
We're
I'm
all
just
waiting.
now seeing all
Ray,
this.
get in line.
We're all waiting. Line up to the left.
What is up, y'all? I am Sam or Markov and Co. You guys can find me every Wednesday here or unless something does happen, we're not able to run, of course, playing Drake. On Tuesdays, you can
That'll be the day
find
after I have
me
talk, sorry.
over on ADH Adventures playing Ash, a Phoenix sorcerer who may or may not be about to be forced to kill his own mother. That's going to be fun to deal with.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to.
Don't worry about
This
it. Don't
is
worry.
fine.
And as well, every other Thursday, not this Thursday, if I remember correctly, unfortunately, you can find me playing over on a friend's channel at Turn to Page 394 and a Star Wars 5e game my wife runs. As we have emerged from the Order 66 and are now knee deep in the Jedi Purge
Whee!
with a group full of Force sensitives.
Ta-da! It's fun.
Yay.
It's all bliss and niceness, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Bliss and niceness. Yeah, that's what we call it.
Thank you, Sam. Air, where can people
Me.
find you on the amazing interwebs?
TikTok. At some point, I'm going to upload the absolute monstrosity of a build that I'm doing for Gen Con. It is, holy crap, an insane cosplay, and I'm really hoping I finish it.
Con Crunch is real.
Oh,
Yeah,
another high grade
yeah,
got
it is.
redeemed. It is. Con Crunch is a nightmare.
Yeah,
We
no.
believe
So
in you.
real.
All right, so thank you very much. And where else can we find you?
You can also find me on the lab sometimes. That's about all I'll give you there. Yeah. And then
Alright.
here on Wednesdays.
Ta-da, Wednesdays.
And I love it here. I need to be here more often.
We don't have anything new coming up anytime soon. Maybe I don't know. Like the only thing I can think of is the one we were talking about earlier. So, but
Yes.
that one's gonna be temporary run. So, but I don't even know what night's gonna be. But you know that I love you, and
I
that
know
if I will let you know when anything comes open. So
Thank you, Ray.
no problem. Cassie.
Hi, I exist. My name is Cassie. I play Callie, the special druid. I exist in places such as Twitter and TikTok, where I occasionally post things. And Tuesday, I am going to be the one responsible for killing Sam's fake mom. Death for a death. We're doing this. I'm sorry. She went dark side, and I'm missing a sister. Somebody has to pay.
Time to die.
I love it how as she was saying that she went from Callie to something much growlier.
Yeah.
Something else.
Much worse.
Thank you, Cassie. Sphinx. My God,
Yeah.
my voice broke like a 12-year-old.
Oh,
Sphinx.
can you do the rest of it like right close to the camera like that? That was nice. Perfect.
Where can we find you on the massive illustrious interwebs?
I'm Sphinx Akasha. You can find me on TikTok as Circle DM. Sphinx Akasha just about everywhere else. On Tuesdays, you can find me right here with Dinner in the Game, playing Emerald Sanctums, where I play Emis Grant, a Odor of Hermes mage, getting up to some wacky shenanigans. Yesterday was such a weird, crazy twist. And of course, Wednesdays right here with these amazing folks playing Kings of the Mist. I have been Valstein O'Call. On every other Friday, you can find me with the Alex Bomb channel, playing Initiatives and Intrigue, where I play Badru Kamar, an SMR cleric and bard. We are currently on the search for some crystals to help cure an unborn dragon from an evil curse. On the Fridays that we're not doing that, you can catch me on the ADH Adventures channel, where I run my own game, Agents of the Circle. We're finally in the middle of the heist. We're in the heist now. We're raiding this building. We're gonna steal the things. It's gonna be great. We're wrapping up for the end of the season, which is going to either happen just before Gen Con or more likely just after Gen Con. On Saturdays, you can find me alternating with ADH Adventures between Heroes Arc, where I play Raziel Jahari, an Asamar Necromancer, who just found out that he is the lost prince of a far-off continent, or Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, where I play Zan, who is an Eladrin Paladin, who may have a really dark secret past. So yeah, also Agents of the Circle can be found as a podcast anywhere you get your podcast, where you can check out all of the seasons up to now. There's 4 of them. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun and funny as hell. Yeah, that's about where you can find me.
That is why he's the hardest working man in streaming, ladies and gentlemen.
It's true.
Milagros.
Hello.
Hello. Where can we find you in the massive interwebs?
You can find me consistently here at Dinner and a Game on Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, and Saturday mornings, except for this week because I will be moving.
Huzzah!
Finally, the ordeal is over. Oh my god.
I have never looked for a house in that area, but I have heard and you confirmed how fucking bad it is.
Yeah, we literally would not have been able to find anything if we didn't find our guy. Sean Fitzgerald with Compass Realty hooked us up. He was amazing. He emailed back and forth with me at 10:30 at night on a Saturday to get us tours and helped us with the lease and every step of the process. He's literally the only reason we got a foot in the door with a bunch of the places we applied. He was amazing. And Anna and I are literally planning to find out where his office is and bring him baked goods or something, because he deserves it. So I'm finally moving. Next week I will be in my new place. So yeah, content is obviously on hold while I'll be settling and stuff. I'll probably be making stuff about the apartment and how I want to set things up, and probably just being on and off. But I will be at Gen Con, so unbelievably excited for that. And once that's happened and we're settled, I have a lot of content that I have planned. I have stuff for Kingdoms of Mist. I have stuff for all of our other campaigns that I've been taking notes for. NaNoWriMo will be coming up. It'll be planning season, September through November. So I'll be back on Twitch and TikTok and possibly launching my YouTube channel. So yeah, super excited for all of that.
Yes. Yeah. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, if you want to follow Dinner and a Game, our link tree is currently in chat, in which you can find every single one of our social medias. Remember, if you follow us on TikTok, we are doing giveaway there. We're giving away this 3D printed tower. It's 4 stories tall, about 11 inches, 9 inches wide. The front door opens and closes. There's a hatch in the roof that opens and closes. Each one of the floors comes off so you can move your minis around. And each one of the floors comes apart into separate pieces that you can store in a high-top shoebox. So you can put all this away in that. We're going to give one of these away when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. We're at 974 right now. We're keep on creeping little bitty bits. But as soon as we get to 1,000, we're going to give this away. Also here, just by following us here, you are eligible to win this set of D&D books. This is the Player's Handbook, the Monstrous Manual, the DMG, and the GM Screen in that slipcase. This set of books is got the actual foil stamp covers, so they're shiny and they're sparkly, and they don't look like the other covers of the other books. This is the limited edition set, and we'll be giving this away. We hit 1,000 followers here on Twitch, and we are currently at 880. So we're just plowing through, and we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen.
Plowing, you say?
Plowing. We are plowing. Plowing
away.
Can I get that one more time?
Plowing. And of course, every game we give away raffle tickets, and at the end of the month we raffle off a mini. Now, all you have to do is be watching the show during a 20-minute period, and that 20-minute period we will give out a keyword that you can type into chat. When you type that word in the chat, you'll get raffle tickets based on your followership with Dinner and a Game. If you follow Dinner and a Game, you'll get 1 raffle ticket. If you subscribe to Dinner and a Game, you'll get 2. And you will be eligible to win this mini. This is the Herald of Orcus. It is a greater demon. It is 3D printed. It is from Loot Studios Minis, and it is gorgeous and amazing. And we'll be giving that away at the end of the month. And we will also as I mute Milagros.
Hold on. Hold on, let me get my fan.
Also, we are going to be, if you guys want to support the show, other than subscribing here, which we greatly appreciate.
I didn't do nothing. You're bullying me.
You can go ahead and find our affiliate link right there for Geek Grind Coffee. Geek Grind Coffee, number one, amazing quality coffee, incredible flavors, incredible quality. Coffee. Amazing quality coffee. It's an incredible product. And it's ethically sourced, and it's from women-owned farms. So if you guys want to feel good about the coffee you drink and drink an amazing cup, use our link. We'll get a small kickback. I think you get 20% off with the link the first time you use our affiliate link. And they always have specials too, free shipping, stuff like that. It's an amazing company, amazing cup of coffee. Do what you can to help the show, and we will do what we can to continue to bring content to you every single time we can. At Dinner Game, we always save you a seat at the table, and tonight, after all this chaos, I'm going to inflict these people on someone else, because they deserve it.
Who has earned such punishment?
Who has earned our wrath?
Yes.
So, I think because you guys, they rated us last night, we're going to throw this back to ADH Event. Because they rated us last night and we love them, and I'm going to just sick the gremlins on them and see if they can destroy their chat. So you guys, remember, be safe, be careful, wear a mask if you can, social distance where you can. Surges are a part of our life forever. You know, so we got to be careful, because we want you to come back week after week and watch these shows with us, participate in chat. We love you. You're our family, and we want you to be careful so you can come back, be with us every single time. If you're going to Gen Con, join our Discord. We're going to be setting up meetups. We're going to be getting things organized. We want to see you there. You could even get invited back to the House of Chaos, which is the Dinner in a Game Airbnb, which actually has some beds open now. So we are looking at, just trying to meet you all, because we love you. So yeah, so we will see you guys on Saturday for Monster Hearts 2. Friday night Friday night is going to be the Firefly game. So that's going to be some sadness as they're trying to escape the Battle of Serenity Valley. And so yeah. It's been some horrific stuff already. But then, of course, Tuesday and Wednesday, Emerald Sanctums, Kingdoms of Mist. All we want to do is create content, and all we want to do is for you to enjoy it. In the game, we will always save you a seat at the table. Now let's take that table and let's go yell at ADH Adventures. When you get there, tell them Dinner in a Game sent you. Let them know that you love that they're creating content for you guys, and give them a follow if you haven't. They're amazing. We love you all very much. We will see you on Friday night for Firefly. Bye, guys.
See ya.
We're rating.
I gotta fucking throw up.
Oh God!
Couple
Please
of
drink
feral
some water.
gremlins.
Please drink some water,
Yes.
honey.
You're welcome.
Please
Rob?
drink some water.
Rob,
Air.
I am
Air.
Sorry,
Air.
I think that's the first time I made a mistake. I'm really
No,
mad at
that's
myself.
okay.